okay with them first.
Yeah,
obviously.
you got people you need to be with.
They think that he's coming down.
I didn't know that.
You better get down there.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, man.
Hatfield's here. You're good.
There he is.
Come on in. Go. 6 o'clock, man.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, Joe. There you go. Just get sandwiches right there.
No. Dwenger's doing it up tonight? Yeah, it is plugged in all the way? Really?
2 weeks ago we had food.
Oh, it wasn't.
Oh, you know what? It was over in the coach's room.
I'm not seeing a picture. You may have to go to the other.
Hey.
You may have to just put that down and go to the other camera. Yeah, I see it. I've got it up right now in the sense of this graphic.
This weekend?
Yes, tomorrow.
I'm actually going to Chicago tomorrow for the ELO concert.
But it's
Really?
nice.
Yeah, United Center.
You got an extra ticket?
It's
No, it's bucket list though. My older brother and I, he lives up there.
Hey, here. They claim it's gonna be the last. Just
You there?
Save our ass, why don't you wait?
You might have
John.
to, because I'm not seeing
You can shorten it.
on
What I
camera
did
one
last
on
year.
your camera. I don't understand
How
why.
many counts?
It was there
You can do
before.
however you want. What I did last week, you already started over here.
You there?
Joe?
John.
John? We good?
Short and sweet. That way, if we get lost someplace, we can.
Just so you know, Joe, I can see it doesn't matter now, but
Okay, so how did you?
you're kidding. That's the same tripod and the same camera.
I went home, reset that so we can get that. We went through with kick and all that.
You took it down there Tuesday, right?
And then I started with that, and I thought,
Did you tilt it from the side versus sliding it on?
He went to see his sister. Hey, what's up?
That's right.
Huh? What are you doing?
No, nothing.
It looks good.
I'm on. I'm ready. It's on. I sent it. I sent it.
Okay. Okay. What's that? mics were too close to each other.
I'm going to give Father my headset for the prayer whenever you're ready.
Okay, John thought he was with him.
No, John brought him up.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, man. That's not something I advertise. Oh, there he is.
This sounds good. Thank you. The VIP lounge.
Hit it. Let's do it. You ready? We'll come up live. I'll do a quick intro, and you do the hype video, and then we'll come back to me.
Just nudge my shoulder. Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that hype video that you put in there earlier is unbelievable. Okay. All right, you ready?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
Takes the tackle, 5, 4, 3 seconds, gets the end zone. Then Moss, then drops a touchdown. Saints win!
Yeah.
Saints win!
Yeah.
And around, he breaks through to the secondary. He's got a man to beat. Tackle, 5, 4, 3.
And welcome back to Live Action, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, everybody. Sean McBride here, high atop Shields Field, where tonight the Bishop Dwenger Saints will host the Northrop Bruins in a mid-season clash of SAC foes. Before we kick off tonight's action, we're going to hand things over to Father Caleb Cruzy, who is the chaplain, one of the chaplains here at Bishop Dwenger, and the parochial vicar at St. Vincent de Paul Parish in Fort Wayne. Father, if you would lead us in prayer, please.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We praise you. This opportunity to come together and have this night to celebrate these two teams, the opportunity to grow in virtue. We ask you to bless them, keep them safe from all injury, and may they become more and more the men you have created them to be. We ask all this through the intercession of our Holy Mother Mary as we pray. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Son, Holy Spirit.
Amen. Thank you, Father Cruzy. And again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Sean McBride, joined tonight by Joe Wharton, high atop Shields Field here, where it is nice and dry here in the press box, but our fellow broadcasters are going to have some weather on tonight, as it is windy, rainy, and not exactly warm out there. So great weather if you're a duck, Joe.
Yeah, it's really comfortable in the booth. It's really dry, almost too dry.
That's right.
If that's possible. Mm-hmm. Don't tell the Puma that down there.
That's right.
Let's take a look at tonight's matchup, Sean. Northrop 1-4, Dwenger 1-4. So one of these teams tonight is going to double their wins, right? So you're looking at Northrop, Quentin Bowen, 3-22 in his third year at Northrop. Jason Garrett, 55-24, and he is in his 7th year. Last year's meeting, Dwenger won 42-14. This series, over the last 35 years, Dwenger has advantage, big advantage, 27-7.
Right, and tonight, again, with the advent of the residuals from the hurricane, got an official announcement here. This was supposed to be homecoming here for the Bishop Dwenger Saints tonight, but the homecoming celebration has been postponed until next Friday. You can come to Shields Field and see the Saints take on the Bishop Lures Knights in the classic Battle of the Bishop Showdown. It's also the Future Saints Night. Any future Saint is admitted to the game if they wear their jersey, uniform, or spirit wear. There's going to be games, music, and food trucks all on site. You can join the Dwenger family for a great and fantastic fun night next Friday night. So again, the weather tonight not only hampering some of the festivities, but Joe, let's talk about it. It's going to be the 12th man tonight, the weather.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're Northrup, this is not ideal.
No.
Northrup likes to throw the ball downfield. David Callison, 8 touchdown passes on the season. He has 2 great receivers in Quay Guilford and Jamari Brown. Jamari Brown's only a sophomore. They both have 21 catches coming into this game. 6 touchdowns between those 2 receivers. But with this wind and this rain, I think it's going to be a run fest, and that does not play well for Northrop because Northrop, watching film on them, their running game is not the strength of this team.
Right.
It's going to be very interesting. And, Jason Garrett now calling plays for the offense. He started that last week. He loves to run the ball.
Yeah.
So this weather's playing right into what he likes to do.
That's exactly right. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the strengths and weaknesses and keys to victory as we roll on throughout the pregame show here. But, again, thank you all very much for coming out. Again, we're broadcasting live on YouTube from Shields Field here at Bishop Dwenger. Got about 12 minutes to go before about 10 minutes to go before the contest kicks off. And again, it is the Bishop Dwenger Saints hosting the Northrop Bruins. Both teams, as Joe said, come into the contest with a kind of I want to say, disappointing 1-4. For Bishop Dwenger starting out the season so far, playing 2 juggernauts in Brownsburg and Moeller, Cincinnati. They didn't go into those contests looking for wins. Sure, that would be great, but they go into those contests playing those behemoths to get battle tested and prepared for not only the regular season, but also the postseason run. So those 2 losses right there for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, Joe, I wouldn't call them expected, but they're not surprises.
Not surprises, and they lost both those. But they did better this year than they did last year against those same 2 teams. Yeah. So I looked at the conference. So my mind has gone to the conference now.
Yeah.
So let's look at the conference play for the Saints. They beat Fort Wayne Northside 14-6. That was with backup quarterback O'Keefe in there. And then they've lost the last 2. They dropped the one to Carroll 31-3, and they lost a heartbreaker last week at Homestead 17-14. Saints are averaging 12 points per game on offense, and the defense has given up 28. So they've got some work to do. I know the goal coming into this game was let's find some rhythm offensively. Let's get Henry Jordan some confidence. He really didn't have a very good game last week. So that's what they hoped to get in this game. Maybe if the rain subsides at some point, they'll start getting some timing routes, getting the ball out of Henry Jordan's hand on time, and try to build some confidence in that young junior.
And Joe, we talked about this before the game also, is that, this is not going to be a high-flying affair because, the weather is going to be a significant challenge for the Northrop offense, also for the Bishop Dwenger offense. But before we get into some of those details, let's talk about special teams as well. Because, again, you put the ball in the air with a punt, it's wet, it's slippery, you're playing on plastic, and the wind can cause havoc, especially when you're trying to reach that ball and catch it. Do you see that favoring any of these teams, having watched film for both?
Listen, Northrop's punt team was not very impressive on film.
Okay.
I saw some bad snaps. They had some things they needed to work on. I will tell you this is extreme weather to try and catch a punt. And you know me, Sean, and letting punts drop drives me absolutely nuts, right? Yeah. Everybody knows that. But
it's a hot button, which
I'm okay. I know, but I'm okay tonight with letting them drop. I mean, don't drop the ball.
Yeah.
In weather like this, when it's blowing, it's raining, the ball's slick, just they're giving up the ball. If the ball hits and drops, that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't take any unnecessary risk tonight.
Take it where
I won't get angry. I'll be fine. I'll do fine.
Okay. All right. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Please monitor the broadcast. Joe gets upset about that. Moving on. We're going to go ahead and step out for a little 1-minute break. When we come back, hopefully the teams will be on the field with the national anthem and the opening prayer coming up after this break. Stick around, football fans. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
What if we told you there was a restaurant that combined live music and a casual patio experience with an unmatched dining experience? And what if we told you about the open kitchen, letting customers see the process, including the wood fire grill, which makes for the best steaks, seafood, ribs, and more? that goes so well with craft cocktails and perfect wine pairings. And what if I told you this restaurant was on DuPont Road in Fort Wayne? Black Canyon Restaurant. Let the experience begin.
OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is the premier oral and facial surgery team in the tri-state region. As a full-scope practice with a proven track record, they offer outstanding care and exceptional results. With over a century of combined experience, they specialize in restoring natural beauty and self-confidence through surgical and non-surgical methods. By understanding just what patients need and want, OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is dedicated to helping you live your best life.
We are back to live action here at Shields Field, ladies and gentlemen, waiting the teams to come out onto the field. Alongside Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride. And again, the big story tonight is the weather. And so we see, here come the Saints, captured by our own Joe Romy, roving sideline camera. Looks fantastic down there. And here come the Saints as they get ready to marshal onto the field. And Joe, when we talk about the passing game tonight, if we see anything, we're going to see hitches, slants, high percentage stuff, if we see it at all.
Yeah, for sure. And watching film on Northrop, the offensive line does not give Callison a lot of time, and he will sling it up. He'll throw it up and have one of these great receivers try to go get it. And I think with that quick defensive front of the Saints, Callison's going to have a lot of pressure on him. Right. Now, talking about that, real quick, my key to the game for Northrop, now, since you brought up passing, key to the game for Northrop is don't give up the ball. Northrop has one passing touchdown and 9 interceptions in SAC play.
Wow.
They have been giving the ball away at an alarming rate. And that's not all Callison. There's a couple different quarterbacks that have come in games and given the ball away. Run the football. They only have 65 rushing yards per game in SAC play. Not very much. I told you, their rushing game is not what they want to do. And then defensively, they have to stop Dwenger's run, obviously. And their defense has given up a lot of points. It's really going to be an interesting game because of the weather, as you mentioned.
Right, absolutely. When we talk about things on the side of the gold helmets, and here we see also on the field a new look to the Saints tonight. Fantastic color scheme there, wearing the deep navy pants with the gold jerseys and the gold helmets. That's a sharp look, Joe.
Oh, and they broke that out. They've been sitting on these uniforms since summer. They've been waiting to break them out for homecoming.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people here to see them, but hopefully the fans at home can see them and appreciate them. They are beautiful. They're talking about doing different color combinations throughout the year. Blue pants, blue jerseys, gold pants, gold jerseys, mixing it up. Players love it. It's just a really cool thing for the Saints.
It's a neat thing. And there's a reminder to our viewers, folks, if you have Saints faithful in your family or friends circle, shoot them a text. Let them know that they can watch this game tonight instead of being out here in the elements on YouTube at the Saints Sports Network. So please spread the word if you would. And looks like the Saints have made their way to the sidelines now, awaiting the Northrop Bruins as the Saints prepare for the playing of the national anthem. Excuse me. I do like the fact that, what they do here. Again, one of the traditions for the Saints is they all line up single file and face the flag during the national anthem.
No, it's a great thing. Take their helmets off, hold them in their left hand. It's a great thing. I love it. Coach Garrett has always been very serious about his patriotism and honoring first responders and veterans and military. It's a very special cause of Coach Garrett, and he wants to make sure his boys are on the field for the national anthem.
And a little teaser, too, just for next week. We might have a surprise showing up for next week's homecoming matchup against the Bishop Blues.
Battle of the Bishops. Yeah, this is homecoming. Oh, but you're talking about homecoming festivities got pushed back.
That's right.
I got you. I'm following. I'm tracking.
Yeah. You get the memo?
I'm tracking.
All right. So I think we're about 2.5 minutes to go before the start of the game here as the Saints line up. We're going to go ahead and go dark. We're going to bring up the microphone on our sideline reporter so that we can listen in to the playing of the national anthem and the opening prayer. Well, apologies for missing that audio, ladies and gentlemen. We had a beautiful rendition, a cappella singing of the national anthem by one of the Bishop Dwenger students, and that particular activity is now over and complete, and we are getting set and ready to go for this contest tonight between the Northrop Bruins and your home team, Bishop Dwenger Saints. In looking at the upcoming games for Northrop after this, after tonight here at Dwenger, they will then have a home game, the Battle of Spooler, as they take on Snyder. Then they will be out in the 4-5 to take on Carroll. And finishing up the season will be hosting the Southside Archers. For the Bishop Dwenger Saints, the remainder of the season so far looks like next week, again, the Battle of the Bishops, as Lures finally comes north to play at Shields Field. It's been a minute. And then they will be at Spooler to take on Snyder, and then finish up at home on October 18th against the Concordia Cadets. So that is the remaining schedule for the Bishop Dwenger Saints as they look to try to get the claw back to at least a 500 mark before the postseason mark there, Joe, and that's a tough road to handle with their remaining schedule.
Well, it's time to get some more wins, right?
Yeah.
More wins in the left column. Tonight, the key to the game, a couple keys to the game for the Saints. One, I said it earlier, get Jordan in rhythm. Henry Jordan, quarterback. Get him some easy throws, get him some timing throws, get the ball out, and as best you can anyway. I wrote these keys before I looked at the weather report earlier in the week.
Okay. Yeah.
So
right.
if that sounds stupid, it's because I did it prematurely.
Yeah.
And then defensively, pressure the quarterback. Okay. We talked about that. And get off the field. The Saints have given up some long drives this year. In the last 2 weeks, Carroll and Homestead. Against Carroll, they gave up 3 drives that were 10 plays or more. One was an 18-yard drive. One was a 18-play drive, 15-play drive. Last week against Homestead, the defense gave up 4 drives that were 10 plays or more. They got to find a way to get off the field on third down, and I think they'll get it done tonight.
There you go. Our own John Klingenberger is standing at midfield next to the official, getting ready to listen to the mock coin toss here as the captains gather at the 50-yard line. Looks like we've got 4 young Saints out there at the 50 and maybe 2 for Northrop preparing to come to the midfield stripe and come across and officially kick off this game with the coin toss. Now, the official coin toss happened earlier, but this is for the fans to let them know what they can expect coming up here. So
these captains tonight for the Saints are 18, Joey Seckel, 66, Drew Stauffer. Number 3, Brady O'Keefe, and number 25, Nick Pelkington.
Okay. So the teams are out there shaking hands right now, and hopefully we can get some audio coming from John's microphone because we're not yet.
Could be operator error.
It might be operator error. Might be the weather. Might be all things. We see him shaking his head, so you might want to change some batteries and try it again. But there we have the results. It looks like Dwenger won the toss and deferred. Looks like Northrop will be receiving and defending the south end zone. So
let's get it on.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for Bishop Dwenger football because we are a minute and a half away from going live. Here we go.
One in 5 teens and 1 in 10 adults have seriously considered suicide in the past year. You don't have to be one of them. At Bay Mental Health, we believe in deep-rooted support while helping you branch out and grow. Our therapists are here to guide you through life's storms with personalized, ethical, client-centered care. Let us help you find your path to wellness because you matter.
All right, folks, welcome back. Thanks for that quick little timeout there. Saints are getting ready to kick off. We've got 2 men deep for Northrop. Northrop obviously wearing the white with the orange and the brown trim. Saints in navy gold and white. Ball is at the 40-yard line. And I believe that is Wynn. Is that Lucas Wynn getting ready to kick this one away for the Saints?
9 out of 14 on touchbacks for Lucas this season.
It's a low line shot, It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line, up to the 15, looking for some room. Dancing outside, getting wrapped up and dropped north of the 15 at about the 16-yard line. That's where the Northrop Bruins will come out and take over. Joe, let's run through the starters for Northrop here, if you've got them.
I do have them. Starting on offense for up front, the big boys, Angiagana, Widmer, Pittman, Lanza, and Smith. David Callison is the quarterback. Behind him is Legend. I love that name, Relu. Receivers are Jamari Brown and Guilford. We talked about them. Let's throw Wheel in there, number 19, and then the other running back, Jackson Hughes.
They are lined up. Here's a snap, good to the tailback. Tries his way around the right side, nothing there. So they're going to burn that first down. All right, so after that first down, no real gain on that play. Brings up 2nd and 10 now. Lights are already on here at Shields Field. Rain is coming down. Wind is whipping from just about every direction. So, again, this could be a short game because we don't anticipate a whole lot of passing and a whole lot of shot and a lot of stoppage of play because of that. Here is a play-action pass, and he gets dropped. Yeah. There it is right there, Joe. You talked about it before. Good pressure that time by the Saints defense.
We did. Was that Tommy Pori? Let's talk about the defense while we're at it. Up front for the Saints on that defensive line, Nick Pelkington, Alex Tippmann, Tommy Pori. Linebackers tonight, Doug Henry, Petey Thiel, Dylan Tippmann. 3 safeties getting the start tonight, Cooper Campbell, Houston Ellinger, and Brady O'Keefe. And your starting corners, Carter Zent and Paul Baumgartner.
All right. So big sack, brings up 3rd and 18 now for the Northrop Bruins. Single setback formation, bunch to the left. Looking to throw, fires to the flats. He's got a man, steps out of a tackle, and finally taken out of bounds near the 25-yard line. And depending upon the spot, it will be right at the 25, it looks like. So it's going to be short of a first down, and it looks like the punt team's coming on.
Ellinger on the stop.
Okay. So we are still working through a couple of things here, but they're going to mark it at the 24-yard line, and it looks like the punt team is coming on for the Northrop Bruins. That's Preston Gibson. He's a senior.
I'm not sure the Saints are even putting anybody back, Sean.
Right.
Or they respect the fake.
Right.
Look at that snap. I told you.
High snap. It's under trouble. He gets it away. It's a low duck, takes a Dwenger bounce, and that is going to be net of about 5, maybe 6 yards there, Joe.
I'm not sure why that Saint fell on that ball. I'm not sure what he was thinking about.
Yeah.
But Saints got the ball back nearly blocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they mark it at the Northrop 29, so a very short field for the Bishop Dwenger offense as they come out. Henry Jordan and company still on the sidelines getting some final instructions before they break huddle and come out to the line. So good series that time by the Bishop Dwenger defense, gives the offense a prime opportunity here in the first quarter to make a difference.
This is great starting field position.
I formation. Jordan under center. Here's a snap. Get to the tailback. Left side. Gus Tippmann with the run out to about the 26-yard line.
Gus Tippmann starting offense tonight for the Saints, starting with the tight end, Nick Tippmann. On that offensive line, you have Mason Vogelweed, Drew Stauffer. The center is Vance Diepenbrock. Right guard, Casey Piper. Next to Casey is Noah Weimer, number 75. Been solid all year. Running back, we just talked about him, Gus Tippmann. Fullback is A.J. Shefferly. The receivers getting the start tonight, Beckham Russell, number 11. Jace Kuntz. And, of course, signal caller is Henry Jordan.
On 2nd and 7, again, give to the tailback. Let's take a look at that one if we can. Gus Tippmann again on the left side. 2 plays to the left side, gaining some good ground, brings up 3rd and short.
Just a blast there, the air X-ray replay. Just a blast there. They're kicking out the defensive end with the fullback, and Gus is just sticking it right in that hole there.
All right, still working on it. Here comes 3rd and 2 now coming up for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 3rd and very manageable, just outside the red zone. Split backs this time. Here's a snap, quick give. Trying the edge, nothing there. Maybe half a yard to the 20.
Well, and Northrop's prepared too, right, Sean? I mean, they saw that the Saints struggled to pass last week, so they're filling that box, ready to stop the run.
And that was successful that time. No real gain on the play. Still brings up 4th and 1 now for the Saints. Heavy formation. Power eye right. Here's the snap. First down and more. At the 15, the 10, the 5. Going in is number 25. Touchdown, Saints.
Nick Pelkington, just power right. That's their heavy formation. 2 fullbacks in the game. And Nick Pelkington sticks it in for a rushing touchdown. I believe that is his first. Check that. That's his 3rd for the year.
Is that right? Wow. All right. Well, again, the short field produces results for the Saints. A 29-yard drive that time. And on 3 plays. Went in for the PAT. Awaiting the snap. Here it is. The hold is good. The kick is not. And that is no good. So let's see if we can see that one again, as a matter of fact. See if we've got some details on the Air X-ray replay.
Here's the touchdown.
Yeah, there's
Nick
Pelkington's touch. Look at those blockers, lead blockers. Nothing but greens.
Yeah, when the defensive end is backpedaling, Sean, before the blocker even gets there, that's a good sign for the offense.
That's right. So 6-0 is your score. We'll step out for a 30-second break. When we come back, more football action here on the Saints Sports Network.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 260-407-1022 for a healthier home today.
We are back to live action here at Shields Field, where the Bishop Dwenger Saints have gone up 6-0 over the Northrop Bruins here in the first quarter. Drive started at the 29-yard line after an impressive display by the Dwinger defense, and really not such a great punt by Northrop. Gave them optimum field position. 3 plays later, Pelkington runs it in on a 20-yard scamper around the right side.
Sean, and that starts at the coin toss, okay? Coach Garrett's going to defer, tells his kids, if we win, we're deferring. We're making them go into the wind, and that's exactly what you want. 3 and out, terrible punt, short field, touchdown. Yeah. That's exactly, but it starts with the coin toss.
Yeah, you can't script it any better than that.
That was Lucas Wynn's first PAT miss on the season.
And again, it looks like the ball will not stay on the tee. They're going to have somebody come in and actually hold it up for him. It is blustery. Rather blustery night tonight here at Shields Field. As the Saints get ready to launch this one away and give Northrop another opportunity here in the first quarter. Good kick this time by Wynn. Driving him back into the end zone. No return on that one. So Northrop and company will come out on offense. And again, talk about a little bit, Joe, number 13, David Callison. He is the junior quarterback. Young squad here. Only 3 starting seniors, 6 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman starting for the Northrop Bruins tonight.
Yeah, David Callison can really spin the ball, right, if he has time. That's what we're going to keep an eye on tonight.
Sure, that's right. We already saw the defense hurry and sack him on the previous drive, so let's see what happens here with a single setback. It's a quick give, looking for some room through the middle, falling forward for a yard. I believe that's Legend Relu on the carry.
Looks like he was tackled there by Doug Henry and Dylan Tipman. But David Callison has 8 touchdown passes on the season. He's only thrown 4 interceptions. He's completing 54% of his passes.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Bruins. Trips package to the left. He looks to throw, pressure through the middle, rolls out of it, looking downfield, firing, and incomplete that time.
Pressure by Alex Tippmann there.
So, yeah, it looks like, let's see if we can take a look at that one, hopefully, because that was some great pressure right up the middle. So quickly, the Northrop Bruins are facing a 3rd and long. There's the replay right here, the air x-ray replay as he was getting hurried and then just dumped it out into the flats. Nobody was home. So 3rd and 9 for Northrop. Automatic roll this time. He's hitting the backfield. Tippmann teeing off.
Second sack of the night for the Saints. Dylan Tippmann came from his linebacker position on a blitz. Nobody picked him up. No adjustment by that offensive line. And
effective.
Down goes Callison.
Yeah, down goes Callison. Let's take a look at it. We've got that air x-ray replay right here. Great job by Tippmann to shed that block, get into the backfield. See if we can take a look at it. Here it is right here. Yeah, just immediately he gets off that block and just drags him down. Wow.
Another punt.
So this one is actually negative yardage, this drive.
He blocked that.
Yeah, a good block this way. Sails to the right, and again, just not a good punt. That's actually negative yardage, I believe. Maybe a yard? Where are they going to mark this? Right at the 20? Yeah, so that line of scrimmage was right there. So that's effectively a punt of 0 yards.
How important is the coin toss, Sean, in making
yards.
A decision?
Okay. Oh, my gosh.
On how you want to handle it based on the weather conditions.
Yeah.
Well played by the staff.
Take a look. What do we have here, Brian? This is the punt replay right here. Snap was pretty good, but a lot of pressure, though, too. So
could not see. I don't know. Maybe Puma could see.
Yeah. Here's Dwinger back on offense, running inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
First down.
First down.
11-yard gain.
John, what did you see down there?
Who blocked that, John?
Well, we had him for a second. Yeah, this weather's wreaking havoc with our equipment tonight. So
hurry up offense.
There. Yeah, setting the tempo. On 1st and goal, Tippmann weaves his way through the middle. Great vision that time by Gus Tippmann.
What that vision, and that's something the coach has been working with Gus on. He was just full blast, full steam ahead all the time. They told him, keep your head up, find some space, and make one cut and go. And we saw it right there.
Take a look at that air x-ray replay. As, again, Saints go up-tempo. This time, I don't think he made it in. It looks like Gus Tippmann, again, down to the 1-foot line. We'll call it the 1-yard line. But, yeah, brings up, should be 3rd and goal. Here come the Saints on 3rd and 1 for the touchdown. He's hitting the backfield, drags his tackler. We do have a flag coming up. I think that might be holding or
a face mask. Could
yeah.
be a face mask. I hope it's a face mask.
Fresh set of downs. Let's see what happens here. Awaiting the call as the officials are talking to the team captain. Let's see what the white hat says here. Still no sign. I thought
you
for
think
sure,
with the rain he'd be a little quicker. I would be if I was
no
down
kidding,
there.
yeah. You know, got no time to dawdle here. Okay, so, it was a touchdown. Okay, so Tippmann got in.
Personal foul face mask.
Personal foul face mask, yeah. So, okay, so that was a touchdown. That takes the Saints up to 12. And now let's see what they do here. Will they try and go for it? Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. They'll line up with a heavy package, double tights. And again, big number 25 runs it into the end zone, and that should be a good conversion. It is. 2 more points on the board for the Bishop Dwenger Saints with 5:49 to go here in the first quarter. It is the Bishop Dwenger Saints 14, Northrup 0. We'll step out for a 30-second break. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network. And we are back to live action, ladies and gentlemen, here at Shields Field. 14-0 is your score. Plenty of time left here in the first quarter, as it is all Saints all night tonight. Their defense has done a phenomenal job shutting down Northrop so far, and the offense has responded to the short field conditions given to them. And, Joe, I don't want to say it looks easy, but it kind of does so far for the Saints.
Well,
I know it's never easy, but wow.
The Saints are running the ball well tonight.
Yeah.
It was a focus. They looked at the weather report more than I did, so they knew they'd have to run the ball, and they worked on it.
Right. All right, here is Wynn's kick, and it's going to go. I lost it. Looks like a touchback coming up for the Northrop Bruins, so they'll take over again, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Offensive line for the Northrop Bruins averaged 6'1", 250 pounds, man-to-man, tackle-to-tackle. But they've got a couple big ones on the line here. We've got number 72, Hal Angiana, checking in. He's a sophomore. Get this, sophomore. So he's, 15, 16 years old. 6'3", 330. Kid's got his own
Beefy.
zip code, Joe. Yeah.
No doubt about it.
All
Saints
right.
show blitz there.
Trips Packers to the right. He's got some blockers out front. Good penetration by the Saints, and it really goes nowhere.
Again, the Bruins are trying to get it out quick, right? Because they know how good this pass rush is by Dwinger. They've shown that with 2 sacks already in the first quarter. There's just great tackling over there by Nick O'Keefe at his corner position. Nowhere to go for the Bruins.
No, they got a yard on that one, and that was about it. So let's see what they do here on 2nd and 9. Little different look this time as they spread things out. Callison from the shotgun. Looks to throw. He's got pressure. He rolls out of it. He's going to tuck it and run, sliding north, close to the 24-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark him down. So a gain of 3 that time. Let's see if we can take a look at that defensive pressure. And
Callison had seen enough. He just tucked it and ran, and I don't blame him, Sean.
Yeah, you betcha. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long as we take a look at the Air X-ray replay.
No, that's...
Yeah, that was the Saints on offense there. Okay, so 3rd and 7 now coming up for Northrop. Back to live action. Here's a snap. Looking to his right, little screen, bubble. He's effective. He's got the first down, weaving his way through traffic, still on his feet, past the 40, out to the 43-yard line.
Great play there by by Quay Guilford, catching the ball, little slip screen, and making something happen, breaking tackles. And that's exactly what you have to do.
Guilford's a junior, checking in at 6'4", 180 pounds. Did a fine job weaving his way through the defensive secondary. And that's going to give a 1st and 10 coming up for Northrop. I believe they're first of the night with 4:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Here's a snap. Rolling to his left. He's got pressure. Gets out of it.
Tommy
Taken
Pori.
Down again.
3rd sack.
3rd sack of the night. Tommy Pori that time stays on the quarterback. Gets him from behind. So that's going to bring a loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 12. Let's take a look, see what we have. Pori comes off the edge.
That's the slip screen earlier.
So we've got 2nd and 12 now for the Northrop Bruins.
Saints had 7 sacks coming into this game on the season. They have 3 and a quarter here.
Right. Here's a quick give to the tailback around the right side, looking for a lane. Tries to spin out of 1 tackle. He cannot. That's Legend Relu on the carry, number 6. He will have some positive yards past the 45.
Brady O'Keefe on the stop.
The 48-yard line. So this one isn't a gimme. This is going to be about 3rd and 6 coming up now for the Northrop Bruins. Big down for the Bruins here. Trips package to the left. Snap, looking left. Pressure comes, and it is hop-skipped into his receiver. Intended receiver that time was Guilford, and it's incomplete.
Guilford's go-to guy. He has 21 catches coming into the season for the Bruins. He actually and Jamari Brown were tied with both with 21. Guilford had 2 touchdown catches. His long reception on the season was 59 yards.
Wow. Okay, so the punt team comes on. That's Preston Gibson, number 8, standing back there for Northrop.
I bet the Bruins can't wait till they flip sides here.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Get
my.
some type of an advantage. Mother Nature is not being nice to the Bruins right now. Looks like O'Keefe is back near the 25-yard line for the Saints. Kick this time is going to be short, and it's going to take a sideward bounce and be touched up near the 35-yard line. So the defense once again for Bishop Dwenger holds, but a little longer field for the Saints coming up here on offense as they will take over inside their own territory this time for the first time tonight. Again, 2:31 remaining here in the first quarter.
The big question for me in this series for the Saints is, will we see a pass?
Yeah.
Right?
We haven't yet.
We haven't seen a pass.
14 points on the board for the Saints and not one pass. Well, knowing Jason Garrett's MO, I'm going to say doubtful. Maybe. Line it up. There it is. Play action. And it is going to be knocked and incomplete that time. Tight coverage. May have even been there a little soon, but no flags on the play.
Well, really, when you play action run out of the eye, what happens is those linebackers draw up.
Yeah.
The play I love the most out of that is when that tight end releases, goes past the linebackers, and you dump it. You want to take advantage of who gets drawn in on play action.
Sure.
That corner was man-to-man.
Yeah,
he wasn't even looking in the backfield.
No, he was right there. Yeah. So 2nd and 10 here for the Saints. From the shotgun. Jordan.
Here they come.
Yeah, Northrop shows blitz, and they do successfully get him in the backfield. And let's see, the swarming Northrop Bruins that time did a fine job shutting that play down.
They had seen enough of the running game out of the Saints. When we look at this replay, look at how many white jerseys are in that box.
Yeah. Here's your Air X-ray replay right now.
Look at all those white jerseys.
Yeah, boom. Almost at the point of contact with the transaction.
They're not going to die the slow death anymore.
No.
They said, we're stopping the run. You're going to have to beat us throwing the ball.
That was Harris, number 45, with the initial hit for Northrop. Here's a snap on 3rd and long. Quick give around the right side. Has a little bit of daylight. Gets out to the 40. And that is number 9 on the carry for the Bishop Dwenger
Shefferly,
Saints.
the fullback.
Shefferly, yeah. So some positive yards that time for Shefferly. Take a look at this.
You'll see the kick out there with K.C. Piper pulling and kicking out the end.
Yeah.
And Shefferly just sliding through there. Nice pickup, but it was 3rd and forever. Here's the Saints going to punt. First time tonight.
4th and 4.5 for the Saints. 2 men back deep for Northrop.
The Saints faked 2 punts last week, Sean. Are we going to see another one here tonight?
Not this time.
Nope.
Great kick.
Great kick.
Nice long drive. Oh, it takes a Northrop bounce into the end zone.
That's Max Jordan.
Wow.
Only a sophomore. He's the younger brother of quarterback Henry Jordan.
Okay.
Big leg, plays wide receiver as well, filling in for Aguirre, who had season-ending surgery. So Max Jordan's doing a fine job.
Did very well that time. So the ball trickles into the end zone, and the Northrop Bruins are back on offense. Their 20-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. We're going to see if we can somehow get our camera back that was on the clock, but we're having just issues tonight, Joe.
The weather, and Sean's going to have to do a little more work, and he's going to have to keep you tuned up on how much time's left.
It's my fault. I know it, yeah. Here's Northrop on offense with a single setback. Quick fire screen out to the flats. He's got some room coming back inside. Bounces out of 2 tackles. Wrangled.
Ball's loose.
Ball is loose, and I think Dwinger might have it. Let's take a look at that one again. Yes, the Dwenger Saints recover a fumble. Big hit. And let's see if we can see that ball coming out on the Air X-ray replay. I'm going to look at this one from the sidelines.
Is that Guilford or is that Brown? Is that 2 or 3? I couldn't tell.
Couldn't see. It was a quick hitter. We're going to try and get that number. Believe that was Jamari Brown on the reception that time. Okay. Yeah, Brown, we got that confirmed. Coughed it up and gave the ball back to the Saints with another short field now inside their 30-yard line of Northrup. 1st and 10. Looks to throw. Quick screen. Tries to get out of it. And, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe half a yard on that one.
Yeah, Mason Vogelweed, the left tackle, tried to pull out there and lead, but Northrup was all over it. There was really nowhere to go for the receiver.
Yeah. "30 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Saints taking their time. See if Jordan can get this play off before swapping the field. With the weather as it is, will they try and stretch this out, maybe go downtown, over the top? Let's see what happens. They do spread things out. Single setback, trips to the right. Now a man in motion. Oh, a little trickeration. That one blew up. That was kind of a backyard play right there that just went nowhere. The Saints, I don't know if they hadn't practiced that or not. But
didn't look good.
No.
The Northrop Bruins brought 5. And they were all over that play as well. The defense for the Bruins is starting to step up here
at the
end of the first quarter.
Let's take a look at it before we take a little break here. And, that pitch.
Not sure what that was.
I don't know what that was, but unsuccessful is what it was. So that's going to do it for the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to step out for a little 30-second break. When we come back, we will have second quarter action. It is the Saints 14, the Northrop Bruins 0. Stick around, folks. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is the premier oral and facial surgery team in the tri-state region. As a full-scope practice with a proven track record, they offer outstanding care and exceptional results. With over a century of combined experience, they specialize in restoring natural beauty and self-confidence through surgical and non-surgical methods. By understanding just what patients need and want, OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is dedicated to helping you live your best life. Salvatore's Authentic Italian Eatery was voted Reader's Choice.
All right, folks, welcome back to live action. It is the start of the second quarter. Bishop Dwenger Saints facing a 3rd and 16 now. Ball resting on the 36-yard line of Northrop. Jordan under center. Power eye left. Give to the tailback, following his blockers. He's got the seam inside the 30, down to the 20, the 15, the 10. He gets knocked out of bounds, and that's going to do it for that one. But a beautiful run that time by the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
That was a Powers Hamburger power play,
boy,
Sean.
Oh, boy, you nailed
Powers
it right there.
Hamburger power play right there.
That's it. Love it. Just a tremendous job that time by the Saints up front to launch him. Let's take a look at that Powers Hamburger power play right now. Just a great job following his block.
Right, Northrop was expecting a pass, right? They had a pass defense in. 3rd and 16.
Beautiful. 1st and goal for the Saints. I formation.
Oh,
ball's on the ground. And it looks like the Saints recovered. Might have been some miscommunication if it was supposed to be the first man through or the tailback, because I think it was off the shoulder of the fullback as he was going through to block.
It did. It looked like Jordan tried to give it to the fullback, and he wasn't ready.
See if we can see that right here. Yeah, that was a bad transaction. Yeah. 2nd and goal now for the Saints coming up. Ball is resting on the 7. Here's a snap going to the right side. Pushing.
Oh, he took
the ball away. He's on the run. He's at the 30, the 40. He's got no competition. He is running down the field, and he is going to score. Northrop with a huge takeaway right there, and that is going to be a strip 6. We'll see if we can get a hold of that.
Nick Pelkington gives the ball up. First time we've seen that this year. Nick's usually very reliable with the ball, but it's wet out there, and they reached in and took it right away from Nick. Boy, that is a red zone blown opportunity.
Yep, absolutely right. We'll see if we can move that cursor back and get a hold of the replay as Northrop is going to come out and try for the PAT. Still waiting. A few cross T's and dotted I's. Looks like Dwenger might have had some player personnel issues there, but. And now we've got a timeout on the field called by Northrup. We'll go ahead and keep things right here, ladies and gentlemen, while we've got that timeout. And looking at the lights, Joe, the wind and rain have not subsided. If anything, I think it's probably getting a little worse out there.
Well, I got to tell you, we brought the Puma up here in the booth with us because his equipment wasn't working. But looking at the rain, I think he sabotaged his own equipment to get back up here out of the rain.
Yeah. I don't know where he got that caviar and champagne at, but it must be nice. Well, folks, hey, ladies especially, Purse Bingo is officially sold out. There are a few spots that remain for sponsorship tables. This is a great opportunity to get your business in front of 700 jolly women with purchasing power before the holiday shopping season. Contact the BD Advancement Office for more details about sponsoring a table at Purse Bingo. All right, so the timeout is over. Northrop looks to put another point on the board with this point after attempt. Snap is good. Hold is good.
Blocked.
Kick is up and blocked. Oh, we've got a flag as well.
You know, when it comes from the guy back there, you almost wonder if a Dwenger player tried to jump over, which you can't jump over a lineman.
So this series is not over yet. There's a flash of excitement there as a strip 6. And that was a long one. See if we can see what happened there with the air x-ray replay. You can see the
you can't see.
Yeah, see the flag, but not the penalty itself. Here comes the call from the white hat. Personal foul against the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Yep. I think one of the players tried to jump over a Northrop lineman, and you just can't do that. So they'll get another chance at it.
Right. 10:57 remaining here in the second quarter. The score 14-6. Dwenger on top of Northrop. And until that defense, you know, the Northrop offense has yet to score any points. That was a defensive score
for sure
by Northrop.
Big boy in the backfield here.
Yeah, man. Here's a snap. Trying around the left side. He gets wrangled down, and that is no good. He gets stopped short of the goal line.
Who was that guy?
Yeah.
Baumgartner. He's a physical ball player. He's a cornerback. Good ball player, that Baumgartner.
All right, so Baumgartner stops the point after attempt and keeps the score at 14-6 as Northrop now will prepare to kick this one away. I wonder if Joe can actually take a look at the rain and the lights there, Brian. I don't know. It's really, I think the fans at home should really see this. It's coming down pretty darn good out there. Feel badly for Rick up in the crow's nest, and Joe Romy, our roving sideline reporter, is having some issues finding that contrast.
There are those big bright things up in the sky on the poles, Joe.
There you go, Joe.
There you go.
All right. Yep, hold it right there, Joe. Perfect. Let's take a look at that. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
So if you were questioning whether or not you should have come out or stayed home and listened to us, I think looking at that picture right
there's your answer.
Solidifies
right there.
your decision.
Yeah. Ball is at the 40-yard line. Northrop preparing to kick this one away. Preston Gibson winds it up and boots this one. Long line drive here. And in and out of the hands of the receiver at the end zone. That's O'Keefe on the attempted to grab that one. But it goes into the end zone for a touchback. 10:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Saints up 14-6 over Northrop.
Okay, so Saints, 20-yard line, Sean. 80 yards to go here.
80 yards. Let's see what kind of drive they can put together. Saints awaiting the ball placement. Official steps out, and we are getting ready to go. Here's a quick give around the left side. trucking down the field, shedding tacklers, finally taken down north of the 40, near the 42-yard line.
Shefferly, the fullback, with a huge run there. Again, they're finding pay dirt on the edge, right?
That they are. Let's take a look at that air X-ray replay right now. Shefferly does a good job looking downfield, gets those legs pumping, sheds a tackle, and finally the safety was there for the stop. Again, another drive. This is going to be O'Keefe on the carry, I believe.
That was Gus. Yeah, Gus Tippmann.
Gus Tippmann. Okay,
and that was what's called a G trap. That's the play side guard pulling to kick out the defensive end. But they came on the blitz. The Bruins came on the blitz up the middle where that guard vacated.
Yep.
And there was nothing there.
Yeah. Call that a gain of 1.5, maybe 2. Brings up 2nd and long. Ball at the 44-yard line. I formation again for the Saints. Timeout called this time by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So we'll go ahead and step out as well for a little 30-second break. 14-6 is your score. We're broadcasting live from Shields Field on the beautiful campus of Bishop Dwenger High School. Stick around, football fans. More action coming up after this break. You're watching the Saints Sports Network.
Since 1987, Closet Concepts has been a family-owned and operated company serving northern Indiana. From concept to installation, our expert team helps you simplify your life through innovative system designs and storage solutions, maximizing space to fit your lifestyle, all while keeping your budget in mind. For over 30 years, we have built strong relationships with our clients and community. We are proud supporters of our local Catholic schools and Saints athletics.
Timeout is over here at Shields Field, where the Bishop Dwenger Saints are now facing a 2nd and 8. Ball is at their own 44-yard line. Man in motion now, coming to the left side. Here's the snap. The blitz is coming. He finds a little seam, gets north, good yards after the line of scrimmage.
Sean, 8 in the box there for the Bruins. 8 in the box at the line of scrimmage, and they all come. If you can get past that, you're going to see a lot of green. And we've seen a couple runs there with Nick Pelkington and Shefferly.
Yep.
But you have to get past that first wave.
That's right. So again, a 2, maybe 3, brings up 3rd and 5 now for the Saints. They need to get down to the Northrop 48-yard line. Snap. Oh, blown up in the backfield. Nothing there, as Gus Tippmann was swallowed up immediately after he took the ball. It's going to be a tackle for loss and bring up 4th and long now for the Saints.
Yeah, three plays and 3 total yards is no good.
No.
They're going to probably have to start throwing. Loosen up that defense.
That's right. And, Joe, you talked about it. And Northrop defense has made some adjustments. They're firing off the ball. They're filling holes. They're getting into the backfield. And so that is the recipe, is when they're getting aggressive like that, you got to open that defense back up.
It's risk-reward.
That's right.
If you do that, it's high risk.
Yeah.
But there is the reward of holding them to 3 yards in 3 plays.
Yeah. So on 4th down, Saints showing punt. 2 men back deep for Northrop. It's a good snap. It is a fake punt. Here he comes. He's at the 50. He's got to get to the 48. He's got it. And that will be enough for a Saints first down.
That could be a Powers Hamburgers power play right there,
I love
too,
it right
Sean.
there. Absolutely.
Makes me think about hamburgers when you call them fake punts.
All right, let's take a look at that. I believe that was number 83, Max Jordan. You talked about him before, Joe.
He's a receiver. He knows what to do with the ball in his hands.
We've got it right here. Here's the replay. Dancing down the sideline, getting just enough for a great first down.
And for a sophomore, he knows where the sticks are. He knows where he has to get, and he gets there. That's a great play by a young man.
Heads up. 1st and 10 now for the Saints. Man in motion is Shefferly going to the right side. Quick give to Gus, trying to follow that blocker. He does well, gets into the linebacker core, still grinding it out at the 34-yard line of Northrop.
Yeah, that's just gritty performance there by Gus Tippmann, trusting the angle. You have to trust the angle. You have to stick your head in there, and you keep your legs churning and break a tackle. I always tell running backs, when I was a coach, I always tell running backs, you have to break the first tackle. Don't ever let the first guy bring you down.
That's right. Gain of 9 that time by Gus Tippmann. Brings up 2nd and 1. 8:02 remaining here in the first half. Saints on the march. No pro set now by the Saints. Henry Jordan in the shotgun. There's a snap. Play action. Going deep. Left side. Lofts it up there. Short. And I believe that was incomplete. Yeah.
Yeah, again, a little play action there. But when that corner's in man-to-man, that's not doing much for him. And you're thrown into the wind, right? Remember, now they switch sides of the field. The Saints are thrown into the wind. And it's just tough.
Saints back up to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 1 already. Little up-tempo. They load up the box on defense. They pull them off. All right, let's see who the flag's going to be on. Little hard count action there by Henry Jordan. Was he successful is the question. Here comes the white hat with the call. It's going against Northrop. Henry Jordan's hard count is successful, so that's a free first down for the Saints. Pretty clean game so far, Joe.
Well, these refs know it's raining, it's windy. Or maybe there's just no penalties.
Yeah. Whether it's clean or not, they want to go home. Yeah. On 1st and 10. Tailback, left side, not much there. Gus Tittman again on the carry for the Saints. Falls forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Marcus Logan on the tackle, the senior D-end there for the Northrop Bruins.
Gus Tittman comes in as the leading rusher for the Saints. He had 70 carries on the season coming into this game. 246 yards, Sean. That's 3.5 yards per carry.
All right. Well, he got 1 there. So 2nd and 9. Here's a snap. He looks to throw. Pressure comes, and it's going to be incomplete that time. See that? Let's see how many guys were in the box.
Watch how many white jerseys are in that box on this replay. And they just all come, and there's just too many. So it's a tough task for those 5 linemen to try to hold out 8 guys. Numbers don't line up.
No.
Look at them all.
Yeah, just a swarm of white jerseys there in the box. Doesn't give Jordan a whole lot of opportunities there. But he was able to get away and burn the down, so it brings up 3rd and 9 instead of 3rd and 14 with a sack. He's alone in the backfield. They empty it out. Here's a quick, ball's tipped, and will it be picked?
Or caught.
It was a jump ball. We're going to see if we can get a hold of that.
Is what it looks like.
Hits the turf, and they call it nobody's ball. So, yeah, great job getting the hands up in the air by the Northrop defender that time. So the incomplete pass brings up 4th and 9, and it looks like...
Oh, they're going.
Oh, yeah. Sheffley's coming in. Here comes the air x-ray replay on that play. See if we can get a number on that big paw. Wow. Yeah, the D-end that time. And it was contested. It was up for grabs. Boy, it landed in that Saint breadbasket. That could have been a catch, but anyway, here we are, back to 4th and 9. Saints are going for it from the 28-yard line. Here's a little draw play. Shefferly, opposite run. He's getting into the backfield. Looks to shed a blocker. He's got enough for the first down.
Pure effort by A.J. Shefferly, the junior. What a play there. Just knew where the chains are. Again, there's another young guy, knows where the chains are, and fights to get there to keep the drive alive.
Showed a lot of guts and determination. One might even call that a power play, brought to you by Powers Hamburgers, but this time it's going to be brought to you by Air X-Ray. But there's the line right there.
4th and 9 and you run the ball.
Yeah, some good blocking downfield and just a gutsy performance to get those last 2 yards. 1st and 10 inside the red zone now for the Saints. Shefferly, again, going to the right side. He's going in. He's dancing in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 19-yard scamper by Shefferly with 6:22 to go here in the first half.
And Shefferly's a different style of back, right? He's more of that power back, not Gus. Gus is a little quicker. Shefferly gives you, that's thunder and lightning right there.
That's
Sean.
it. Take another great look at this from the sideline camera as Shefferly just rolls around the right side, really kind of unscathed as he gets into the end zone there.
Great camera work right there.
I agree. Here come the Saints for the PAT. You know the snap's going to be good.
Diepenbrock does a great job. He's a 4-star long snapper.
The hold is up. The kick is good. So another 7 points on the board for the Saints. 21-6 with 6:22 is the score. We're back in 30 seconds. Stick around, football fans. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
For a game, Casey, who do you think's going to win?
Matt, that's a silly question. With Glimmer Dodge, you're sure to get a victory.
Game day at Bishop Dwenger is unbeatable. The excitement and the adrenaline is pumping.
Just like game day with the Saints, Matt, but having the right team makes all the difference.
Just like Glenberg Dodge is ready for any challenge, the Saints are ready for game day.
That's right, Matt. The Saints are going to make big plays tonight. You can count on Glenberg Dodge to deliver a winning drive.
Come visit Glenberg Dodge
for your next great drive.
Let's go, Glenberg Dodge! Let's go, Saints!
And we are back live, ladies and gentlemen. The Bishop Dwenger Saints just capped off an 80-yard drive with A.J. Shefferly's 19-yard run to the house. And now they lead 21-6 over the Northrop Bruins with 6:22 remaining here in the first half.
Sean, we were talking about it. That might have been the first 80-yard drive for a touchdown the Saints have had all year.
Yeah.
The offensive line's taking over that defensive front. Doing a great job. Again, if the Saints get past that first wave, then there's open green.
But you've seen, since the Saints went to play action, that kind of loosened up the defense as well. So you're right. When they take it to the air, that loosens up the defense and gives them running lanes.
Sean, did you see that? I don't know if you got that on the replay. The ball was falling off the tee when he kicked it. The wind was blowing.
About that.
That was not an onside kick, folks.
No. That was Mother Nature getting in the way. That's a great shot, too. Let's see what Joe Romeo was able to catch on that replay.
Watch the ball.
Yeah. It's teed up. Yeah, or it was right there.
The old drop kick.
And he's standing there like, well, now what? Yeah. Good stuff there. All right.
Good job down there, Joe.
Yeah. Ball is at the 31-yard line for Northrop. Man in motion. Quick jet sweep trying to find the edge. And he will find some daylight out there.
I think that's a good play call right there. They got the ball to a playmaker, Gabe Lewis, who's a senior, number 11, and they're trying to get to the edge. They have had no luck running the ball up in the middle. That's a good play call. Good adjustment by the Bruins offensive staff.
Call that a gain of 5. Take a look at that again on the Air X-ray replay. Just a little pitch on the end around, and he chose his points well. Decided to break it outside, and I think it gave him an extra couple yards instead of cutting up. On 2nd and 5, Saints show blitz.
Here they come.
Oh, yeah. He's got some room through the middle, dancing through there into the linebacker core, and finally gets wrangled down after a nice run to get a first down for the Northrop Bruins.
Legend Relue there, and then the safety Baumgartner makes the stop. But Relue, again, the Saints came on the blitz. Same thing. You get by that first wave, and you get a little room to run.
More than enough for a first down for the Northrop Bruins as they take it close to the midfield marker. We'll put it down at the 47-yard line.
Joe Tippmann checks in at defensive end. Pelkinen moves over to nose guard.
Callison looking over the defense from the shotgun. Saints show pressure, play action. Looking to throw. He's got pressure. He goes down. Huge sack that time by the Saints.
Dylan Tippmann, number 7.
Dylan Tippmann,
second
on the
sack of the game.
No, 4. Check that.
Excuse me, Dylan Tippmann, number 4, gets the sack. That's the second one of the game. That's the team's 4th sack in the first half.
Incredible. Let's take a look at it right here on the Air X-ray replay. Thought he had some room with Dan to the left. He's got the pressure and just was not fast enough to get out of the grip of Tippmann. Tremendously athletic play that time. Brings up 2nd and 22 now from the 35-yard line for the Bruins. Trips package left. Play action. He's got throws through the middle. And he gets hit immediately and dropped. Another tackle for loss that time by the Saints.
Dylan Tippmann again having quite a game. Wow. Dylan Tippmann came into this game with 33 tackles and 2 sacks. He's matched his sack total for the year already in the first half of this game, putting together a whale of a ball game.
That he is. So officially no gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 22. With the ball resting at the 35-yard line, they need to get to the Saints' 43 to get a first down. They spread things out with a single setback, twins to the right. Saints back off pressure. Oh, it's a draw through the middle. He fires over the end, and it is going to be thrown and incomplete that time. O'Keefe, good job on coverage, but I think the receiver had a lane there. He had a shot at it.
Yeah, I think so, too. O'Keefe closed that gap. I think there was a gap there, and the ball was late getting there, and O'Keefe had time to catch up.
Jamari Brown was the intended receiver that time as we take a look at it on the replay here. And, again, he had some time. I thought, Joe, he was just going to tuck it and run. He had some green acres in front of him. But then he decides to fire downfield for an incomplete pass, and now the Preston Gibson is on to punt this one away for Northrop.
And Preston Gibson's glad to be punting with the wind at his back.
Yeah, his numbers are going to go up.
Oh,
or should? Oh, no. Oh, my. It's
not.
on the ground and covered. And, again, another miscue by the special teams for Northrop.
Was it blocked or did he drop the ball?
Let's find out. Let's see if Ricken was able to grab that one.
I don't know if it ever hit his foot, Sean.
I don't know. We're going to show here. He might have just shanked it. Here comes the replay right here. It was on his foot. That was just an honest mistake, I think.
And Gibson came in averaging 34 yards per punt, so pretty good average for a high school guy.
Yeah.
And just has not had any luck tonight getting the ball
tough.
off.
Yeah. Well, once again, we see the Saints with a short field advantage coming out on offense. Henry Jordan and company taking the field. Man in motion to the left side, following it around, looking for some room, gets out of the first tackle, gets into the linebacker core before he's dropped for a nice gain of about 5 there.
Was that number 7? That's Russell Knipscher, the senior, getting the ball.
All right.
We've seen him get in the game and run the ball occasionally. Did a great job right there. Russell Knipscher, 23 yards on the season. He's averaging 3.3 yards per carry.
Here it is on second and long. Man around the right time. Russell Knipscher going down to the 10. He's wrangled inside the 10 down at about the 7-yard line. Fantastic run that time, and it all starts up front on that one, Joe.
It does, and they've found so much room on that left side, right?
Yeah.
Running behind Mason Vogelweed over there.
Yeah.
Check that. That's Caden O'Boyle in at left tackle.
All right.
Caden O'Boyle, so I'm not sure.
Nice seal block by Shefferly there, too. Look at Romy. He's right there at the action. He had to move his camera, literally. I love it. Here it is, Saints, first and goal. Oh, big hit in the backfield this time. All right. Everything we said about the O-line on the last play.
The announcer's chinks, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if they can cure their red zone ills, right? They kind of went backwards last time they got in the red zone. First play, here they go backwards. They need to get this in. Again, build confidence. Everything's about building confidence tonight.
Man in motion on the right side. There he goes. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Is that O'Keefe, number 3?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
That's Knipscher.
Knipscher
again.
Boy,
Russell.
That was his drive. Knipscher with a touchdown for the Saints. A 10-yard scamper to put 6 more points on the board. All right, so 27-6 is the score. Going to take a look at that on the Air X-Ray replay right here. Get another look at that one after the PAT. Snap is high. Ball is out. He's looking to make something happen as he goes around the left side, looks on the throw, throws it back to the other side. It's caught near the 5. At the 10. Okay, now we've got a flag on the play.
Oh wow.
There
was a lot going on right there.
There is a lot. How do you call that? I'm glad we've got video. This isn't like the old days in radio where I have to describe everything. Let's take a look at the touchdown first and see what we have here. Here is Knipscher's touchdown from the 10-yard line. Again, great job on the right-hand side. Was virtually untouched going into the end zone. So a great job that time getting there and making that 6-point score. So we'll see if we can take a look at the PAT and what happened as well. We've got an illegal man downfield against the Saints.
Oh, there was more than one.
Oh, yeah. Wow, all kinds of stuff was happening there.
So, Sean, I'll tell you, on those fire plays, when those happen, you always send one guy, one eligible receiver, you send him right under the goalpost at the upright. I mean, not the upright, but the crossbar, right in the middle, the crossbar. And that player is supposed to just
hang out.
The kicker's just supposed to, or the holder, whoever has it, at the last minute, throw it up
To
in
that
the middle
spot.
of the crossbar,
Yep.
and there should be a receiver there.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what he was trying to do,
I
is
think
just
so.
get it there.
Yeah.
Didn't have the arm.
Didn't have the arm. Yep.
But he's a leg guy.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so the penalties were declined because the point after attempt was no good. So the score remains 27-6. Saints on top of the Northrop Bruins with 2:46 remaining here in the first half.
So let's talk about that. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. Vance Diepenbrock, great long snapper.
Yeah.
4-star guy, okay? He's outstanding, but he fires it back there.
He does.
As he should.
Yeah.
Charlie Getty, the new holder, right? Wet ball, just couldn't bring that one in.
Yeah.
It happens.
When getting ready to launch this one from the 40. Two men back deep for Northrop inside the 5. This is going to be a low shot taken near the 20 by an up back. Trying to go left and right, gets to the 25 before he's hammered down by a host of Saints.
Underwood on the return there,
okay,
and tackled by,
I don't know if you could see it.
Knipscher. I think it was Knipscher.
Yeah, I saw
How
three.
about that? Knipscher makes a tackle after making a touchdown. Sean, 4 touchdowns tonight for the Saints by 4 different players. Nick Pelkinen, Gus Tippmann, A.J. Shefferly, and Russell Knipscher.
That's it. 1st and 10 now for David Callison and company on offense for the Northrop Bruins. 2:38 remaining here in the first half. Can they get something going here before they head into the locker room? That is the question. Saints change coverage. He looks to throw, fires to his left side. Hit immediately after the catch out near the 30-yard line.
Nick O'Keefe on the stop over on the far side of the field. No yards after catch. That's key.
Yeah. They're going to mark him at the 29-yard line. We'll call that a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 as Northrop makes their way back to the huddle. Folks, just a reminder that Dwinger is now accepting second semester transfers. If you're looking for a small school feel with big opportunities, you can schedule a tour today. On 2nd and 7, the Northrop Bruins line up with a trips package to the right side. Give to the tailback, finds room through the middle, but not much as he's hit quickly after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's hard to see these. Look like Alex Tippmann on the stop, but it's hard to see some numbers here. We got a lot of water on the windows.
Yeah.
It's not that we're trying to ignore who's making some of these plays.
Looks like we've got a timeout on the field right now, and that is going to be charged to Bishop Dwenger as they're going to play some clock management here because, again, if you trust in your defense, Coach Garrett's thinking he might be able to get this ball back before the halftime break for sure.
100%. A chance to work on your 2-minute drill potentially.
Yeah.
Again, the passing game hasn't been great tonight, but any chance he gets to work on something like a 2-minute drill, he'll do it.
That's right.
Boy, that rain is really coming down.
It is. It's almost sideways at this point. When you look at that light over there, I mean, that's crazy. You know, if Joe Romy was on headsets right now, I'd tell him that our hot chocolate up here is a little too hot, you know. I burnt my lip on the hot chocolate, and yeah.
Poor guy.
Mrs. Slee provided us with some hot scones up here as well. So yeah,
Salvatore's, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's
they were
good
delicious.
Stuff. Yeah, those Sammys, good stuff. Joe, we're kind of spoiled by management. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, that's for sure. They know the road to our hearts through our stomach.
3rd and 5 now after the timeout. Here comes Northrop. Oh, we've got some movement, and that's going to be, I think, on the right tackle. And that's going to move him back 5. Yeah. So a little mistake there by Northrop. From 3rd and manageable now to 3rd and long.
Legend Relu, the running back for the Bruins, is averaging 4 yards a carry on the season, and he's not hitting that tonight, Sean.
No, he surely is
The defense
not.
is doing a great job for the Saints.
On 3rd and 10, hard count this time. And
Timeout.
Timeout Northrop. With that timeout, we'll go ahead and take one as well, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Delivered was recently formed by a current Bishop Dwenger student. At Salt Delivered, we deliver high-quality Morton Rust Defense salt directly to your business or home. At $11 per bag, you'll save money compared to prices at the gas station or grocery store. You won't have to break your back loading and unloading, and you'll be supporting the college fund for a local student. Whether you need 5 bags or 2 full pallets, Salt Delivered will promptly and courteously deliver them to your door. To place an order, please call or text Colin at 260-240-90.
Good Lord, Terry, get it together.
Well, we are back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little booth talk there that maybe went out over the airwaves that may not have or should have. So that's my partner, Joe Wharton. Here's his cell phone number if you'd like to call.
Just making fun of our stats guy, Terry Daisy.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Bruins. Snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He rolls out of it. And no, he does not. Another sack on the night for the Bishop Dwenger Saints defense. Who was that madman coming in there?
Give me a number down there, spotter.
Number 23 on the sack.
Houston Ellinger.
We're going to see if we can try and get a hold of that with the Air X-ray replay.
That's his 2nd sack of the season.
Yeah. Here he comes off the edge, unabated. Nobody picked him up, and he just rolled him. Yeah. Tough night for the Northrop offense so far with such pressure.
I don't have the Bruins converting on a 3rd down yet in this game.
Yeah.
I might have missed one, but I don't think so.
We'll check in with Terry. Of course, he's not going to want to tell us after what you said. So. Well, this is going to bring up 4th and forever now for the Northrop Bruins. And the ball is now at the 18-yard line, their own 18, so they're inside their own red zone.
Saints called their last timeout, I think, to stop the clock there.
Yeah.
They are out of timeouts.
Short field coming up for the Saints. And if it's not even a successful punt, an even shorter field, it's a high snap. He gets it away, but it is a short kick.
Oh.
And it's going to take a Northrop bounce right into O'Keefe lets it.
Oh, my goodness.
Was that Tippmann or O'Keefe?
That was O'Keefe. I'm not mad at him. It's ugly out there.
Yeah,
I said it earlier. I said, I'm not going to be mad if they don't catch punts tonight.
Still
rolling.
It's still rolling. Unbelievable. The wind is taking it.
It is. It's going to go all the way to the end zone.
You know, they better
Surely
touch it up.
Stop it.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
The wind assists for a monster punt.
Yeah.
That was on the 17. The ball was on
18-yard line. Yeah. So he
almost
kicked
an 80-yard.
Yeah. Unbelievable. 82. 80. That'll go in the books as an 82-yard punt.
That's not bad. That'll help the average.
Yeah. Sure will.
You know he's going to brag about that the rest of his life.
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
Well, when I was in high school, I had an 82-yard
Telling the
punt.
grandkids about that one. Yeah. Yeah, he probably just set a record for Northrop football.
Yeah.
Here come the Saints with 1:40 remaining in the first half. 1st and 10 from their own 6-inch line. I formation. Get to the tailback. Off tackle left. Finds a seam, Gus Tippmann does. Takes it out past the 5 towards the 7.
Best thing about that is Gus Tippmann had both arms around the ball. That's awareness,
That's
right?
right.
Situational awareness.
Yeah.
You don't want to cough the ball up down here.
Yeah, great call. You're right. So productive run gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone, gives them a little bit of breathing space out to the 7-yard line. With a run, the clock continues to trickle down. Another great run by the Saints this time. That'll stop the clock with the first down out to about the 17-yard line.
A great play fake there by Henry Jordan. I thought it was a play action. I thought he still had the ball. He carried out a fake. He did a great job.
So they move the chains, give the Saints a fresh set of downs with under a minute to go. From the 16-yard line. Jordan looking over the defense, taking his time. Tailback, right through the middle. Good patient run that time, waiting for his blocks to develop. Get it out to the 25-yard line. That might do it, Joe.
That'll do it.
Half.
They do not have to run another play.
And while they are in their huddle, it looks pretty loose. I think they're going to go ahead and call it good. And that will be it for your first half, ladies and gentlemen. 27-6 is the score. Bishop Dwenger on top of Northrop. And Dwinger will be receiving the ball to start the second half. Well, our halftime presentation is coming up in mere moments, so stick around for that. We'll have stats with Terry Daisy and lots more to talk about during our halftime presentation. But for now, we've got about a minute, maybe 2 minutes full of messages, so stick around for those. Lots more football on tap. Stick around, football fans. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 260-407-1022 for a healthier home today.
1 in 5 teens and 1 in 10 adults have seriously considered suicide in the past year. You don't have to be one of them. At Bay Mental Health, we believe in deep-rooted support while helping you branch out and grow. Our therapists are here to guide you through life's storms with personalized, ethical, and client-centered care. Let us help you find your path to wellness because you matter.
Welcome back to our halftime presentation, ladies and gentlemen. We're broadcasting live from Shields Field on the beautiful campus of Bishop Dwenger High School, where tonight it is the Bishop Dwenger Saints over the Northrop Bruins, 27-6. And our halftime presentation kicks off right now with a note letting you know that Closet Concepts is a locally family-owned company offering storage solutions for over 30 years. They are proud supporters of our Catholic schools and Saints athletics. That's Closet Concepts here in Fort Wayne. All right, folks. Well, again, the weather continues to be the dominant story of the night, as it is not slowing down. It is not letting up. If anything, it's getting worse out there. And special thanks to our sideline camera operator, Joe Romy, tonight. But even up in the crow's nest, I see Rick Sosenheimer has come into the booth.
Did we let him in? Who let him in?
Yeah, someone forgot to lock the door. He's great weather if you're a duck, and Rick is soaked to the bone. So God bless him for all his hard work up there in the crow's nest. We say the crow's nest, but it's the roof of the press box, Joe. You can't get
it's
much
not
higher.
covered.
It's not covered. No, he's out in it. So, and doing a great job, mind you. So hats off to those gentlemen there. And again, hats off to the gold helmets tonight. They came out firing. They came out on purpose. The defense really showed up early, giving short field advantage to the offense, and the offense has been able to respond in kind with a score of 27-6. Joe, what so far? What are your thoughts? Are you impressed?
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with the Saints running the ball.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I expected. Watching Northrop on film, they're not very strong at stopping the run.
Yep.
So the Saints are taking advantage. You always take what the defense will give you, and you call plays to try and take advantage of their weakness, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
We were hoping that Henry Jordan could get, maybe air it out a little bit, get some confidence after last week. Probably not going to happen, Sean, but that'll have to be next week against Bishop Bluers right here at home.
That's exactly right. And folks, just to make you aware and just to remind you of the fact that tonight is technically homecoming, but the party is next week because of the hurricane weather that we're receiving right here. The homecoming celebration has been postponed to next Friday. You can come to Shields Field to see the Saints take on the Knights in the classic Battle of the Bishop Showdown. It's also Future Saints Night. Any future Saint, that means little kid, is admitted to the game if they wear their jersey, uniform, or spirit wear. Games, music, and food trucks will be on site as well. Join the Dwenger family for fun night. Joe, when I think of Future Saints, I think of your lovely bride, Laura, just because of what she has to put up with you on a daily basis. She'll be
what does that have to do with anything, Sean?
She's a future saint.
Oh, yeah, saint.
Yeah.
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 In the mystical
Well, yeah,
way.
like real.
Yeah.
See, now, having had to explain
I'm
that, yeah, now you see why I got that. Okay, yeah.
You want some score updates?
It's getting late early.
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk about some scores from around the area.
All right. Carroll 10-8 over Wayne. Snyder is up on Homestead 14-0. Southside leading Concordia 9-0. Bishop Lures topping Northside, the Legends 10-0. A lot of zeros there, Sean. Out of those 4 scores, 3 of them are zeros.
Yeah.
Okay. Northeast 8, Columbia City 35-0 over New Haven. East Noble 21-0 over Norwell. Leo 14-0 over Belmont. ACAC, Adams Central is tied up with South Adams 7-all. And the NECC, Eastside 19-7 over Prairie Heights. Lakeland 20-0 over Central Noble. Those are the updates for halftime.
Wow, fantastic stuff that way. And again, here we sit 27-6. This is one of the higher scores that we see around the area, 27.
27-6. Yeah. Northrop's score came on a defensive score, right? They stripped Nick Pelkington as he was trying to go into the end zone, took it all the way the other way to the house call for the Bruins, and their PAT was no good. They tried to go for 2, and they were stopped. So the defense has done a great job for the Saints, shutting out the offense at Northrop so far.
No, yeah, for sure, absolutely. And then again, we've talked a little bit about the offense. We talked a little bit about the defense, but also special teams for the Saints have really shown up. 1 punt on the night for the Saints so far, and that's it.
That's it. And they've executed. They've done a great job. Todd Ellinger does a phenomenal job. They execute. We saw a fake punt, right, that went for a first down. That's the 3rd fake punt we've seen from the Saints in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What that does now, other opponents, upcoming opponents, now have to prepare for that.
Yep.
It's just they have to take time out of their practice to practice fake punts and stopping fake punts. So there's a reason they do it.
And that reason is, with a fixed amount of time that you have in practice, that takes away from the time that you would normally spend maybe even baking in another play, or working on fundamentals or something like that. It's one more thing you have to cover, because that is a dangerous option that the Saints are presenting, and it's dangerous because it's been effective.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How about a scoring recap for the Saints, Sean? You want a scoring recap?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, the first quarter, the Saints got started scoring with a blast, 21-yard blast, Nick Pelkington. The PAT was no good. Staying in the first quarter, next score came on a 1-yard run by Gus Tippmann. And that is Gus's, let me verify it here, Sean. That was Gus's first touchdown of the season. The 2-point try was good. That made it 14-0. The Saints then in the second quarter with 6:22 remaining. Again, another run. You're hearing the theme.
Yep.
19 yards. A.J. Shefferly, PAT, good. 21 for the Saints. And then with 2:46 remaining in the first half, 10-yard run by Russell Knipscher, and the kick was no good. That's 27 points for the Saints. 4 rushing touchdowns, 4 different Saints. Good first half.
Good first half. Okay, folks, we're going to step out for a little message from Bishop Dwenger. When we come back, there's lots more to talk about. So stick around, and we'll be back after this message. You're watching the Saints Sports Network. We are back live, ladies and gentlemen, and we're broadcasting live from Shields Field, where this is our halftime presentation. It is the Bishop Dwenger Saints 27, the Northrop Bruins 6. And also, too, you can step up your snack game by offering healthy and delicious options from Fort Fresh Vending. Contact them to find out how to get a free vending machine in your business or school. Looking forward for the Saints and the Northrop Bruins. Again, we'll check the... Again, we're past the halfway point of the regular season for the visiting Northrop Bruins after the Dwenger Saints here. They are going to be at the Battle of Spooler Stadium taking on the Snyder Panthers next Friday night. Then they're going to travel out to the 4-5 to take on the Carroll Chargers. And then they will end the regular season hosting the Southside Archers. So the next two games are, this is kind of a gauntlet for the Northrop Bruins as they come in to take on Dwenger. And then they are going to play Snyder and then Carroll. So that is a tough way to go into the final contest of Southside. For the Bishop Dwenger Saints, it's a little easier, but not much. Next week, they're going to host Bishop Lures right here at Shields Field. So please be sure, if you're not coming out, to watch us here on the Saints Sports Network. Then on October 11th, they're going to take on the Snyder Panthers at Spooler Stadium. And they are going to finish out with the Cadets from Concordia here at Shields Field on October 18th. And then postseason, so we'll see. When you look at the scores around the area, Joe, and some of it looks like Columbia City is firing on all cylinders. Of course, when we look at their sectional, they've got some challenges and a half this year in their sectional.
If you look at the Saints sectional right now, sectional 19 in the north, and you look at the Sagarin rating, right now the Sagarin rating has Columbia City as the top team in that sectional, followed by East Noble, then Leo, Wayne, and then the Saints. So the Sagarin rating has the Saints as the fifth best team in that sectional.
Wow.
But it's close, okay? Yeah. But Columbia City's really putting up some crazy scores.
Yeah, even tonight.
And that's going to be a team to watch. I mean, their strength of schedule is really high. They rank their strength of schedule in the state ranks number 156. You know, now to put that into comparison with the Saints, their strength of schedule in the state ranking is 15th.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
You know, different competition. And you look at Columbia City's scores, don't be fooled. They're a good team.
Oh, yeah.
But don't think, oh, my gosh, nobody's going to beat the Columbia City.
You know, do you remember back in the day, we'll go back a little bit, we were at Columbia City and Bishop Dwenger.
I remember
in that little press box that they used to have in Columbia City.
And there was some.
It was like this.
There was, and there was some Dwenger coaches yelling in the press box, Sean. And, I mean, how can I forget?
Some apologies needed to be made, and
it was an emotional time for some people.
Exactly.
Let's look at Northrop sectional 2.
Yeah.
Carroll, Elkhart, Snyder, and Northrop. 4-team sectional, 6A.
Yeah.
Right. Northrop by far is the lowest rated team in that sectional. They're gonna have a hard time this year to make a run in the postseason.
Yeah, that they are. Okay, folks, we're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we will have stats with Terry Daisy and get ready for the second half. 4 minutes to go in halftime, and we're back in 30. This is the Saints Sports Network.
At OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery, we're dedicated to delivering exceptional patient care to our community. From wisdom teeth extractions to life-changing dental implants to facial reconstruction and surgical and non-surgical facial cosmetic surgery, we offer expert, personalized care. We are more than just your oral and facial cosmetic surgeons. We're your neighbors, friends, coaches, and fellow parishioners dedicated to making a difference. Go Saints!
Back here at Shields Field during our halftime show, and now it's time to check in with Terry Daisy, who has the first half stats. Terry, take it away.
All right, thanks, Sean. For Bishop Dwenger, we start with Gus Tipman has 15 rushes for 63 yards. A.J. Shefferly has 6 carries for 57. Nick Pelkington has 2 for 54. Dwenger on total is 29 carries for 208 yards. For the Bruins, we got Levi Proti has 2 for 17. Then they have a couple negatives. David Carlson, the quarterback, we sacked him a few times for a negative 29 yards. Passing, Carlton has 8 attempts, 5 completions for 34 yards. And Downs has 1 for 15. Let's see, their receivers, their go-to guy, Guilford, number 2, has 3 receptions for 45 yards.
Total offense, Terry, for Northrop? Did you have that one?
I do.
I might have missed it. Yeah.
Total, let me find my total. Sorry, guys.
No. Take your time. Seriously, it's all right. Yeah. throwing.
We got all night,
Here we go. Bruins have 21 total plays for 39. Dwenger has 34 for 199.
What is the passing stats for Dwenger? Do we have any completions?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry, I did miss that.
I'm going to make you switch the page there.
That's all right. It's only one. Henry had 5 attempts for 1 completion for a -9 yards.
Yikes.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's all right.
This is not passing weather.
No, it is not.
Total offense right around 200 yards for the Saints in the first half. I mean, Joe, that's good.
I believe
in this weather, yeah.
the most yards the Saints have gained this season was 248 against Carroll.
Yeah.
So they're almost there in the first half.
Yeah.
Again, they're not playing Carroll.
No, they're not.
But this is good for the Saints. You talk about building confidence and doing some good things. We're seeing it tonight.
That's it.
A neat little stat, guys. We talked about the 82-yard punt by Northrop. With the punts before, they have an average. They had 5 for an average of 20.8.
Wow. Okay.
And then the 84?
With the
84.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Because you remember we had a -6 on the one.
Did.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
wow.
we didn't.
Yeah.
No, they did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a fascinating look at the numbers. Thank you very much, Terry, for that. We are winding down the clock. The Northrop Bruins are back out onto the field as we await the arrival of the Bishop Dwenger Saints as well.
Hey, Sean, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that today is your birthday.
Hey.
Happy 60th. 60.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, you look 60.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's my partner. Okay. Yeah, I look 60. I know that.
60.
Yeah,
He gets that discounted coffee, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Puma?
I've done that for 15 years. Yeah. So.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Yeah. You know, it's fantastic. What a weekend. I got to be honest. Brag on a little bit, Joe, because tomorrow you and I, and I still don't know how, but we're getting inducted into the Bishop Dwenger Hall of Fame tomorrow.
Can you believe that?
Congratulations.
Listen, never in a million years did I ever think I'd go into the Hall of Fame. Never in 10 million years did I think you would. But somehow we got in together, the class of 87.
Yeah. That's right. You betcha.
It's going to be a good night tomorrow.
It is, yeah. And I've got sisters in town as well from Virginia and down in Indy, and it's just what a beautiful, beautiful weekend, all because of Bishop Dwenger High School. So
yeah, for sure. We're looking forward to it. Family's looking forward to it.
That's right.
It's going to be a great night. I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, even better from the open bar. Okay, good. Yeah, that's my partner.
I'm here for you.
Yeah. And who's helping out on our spotter tonight? But my oldest son is up from Nashville. Devon's here in the booth with us.
Devon.
So, yeah, glad to have him on board. Legendary Bishop Dwenger Saint from the class of 2010. Yeah, I got that right.
2010,
okay. Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, so... All right, well, we've got about 2 minutes to go here as the Saints are out warming up and ready to go. Joe, when we look at the performance tonight, in relation to the future of the program, let's talk a little bit about next week, the Battle of the Bishops, because I honestly believe that the Saints are going to really have to use the energy that they used, the focus and the success tonight, and bring everything they have up against the Knights next week.
For sure. I've watched the Knights in one game, their opening game against Leo. They're really good, Sean.
Yeah.
They're really athletic. Mm-hmm. They do a great job. They have a great coaching staff. They're defending state champions in 2A. Now they moved up to 3A.
Right.
They're really good. Yeah. The Saints are going to have their hands full next week for sure. And, again, the Saints are going to have to find a passing game, period.
That's it.
If you want to make a run in the playoffs, you have to be able to pass the ball a little bit.
Yep.
You can't just let teams load up the box and bring it.
Yeah.
You have to get them to back off, and you have to be able to throw the ball.
And and this is by not a knock at all against Northrop, but you see that play out even with this Northrop defense that doesn't have a strong run game reputation. That they were successful in loading up the box and stopping the Dwinger run there before they started to loosen it up with the play action.
They were selling out to stop the run, and the Saints were able to get the edge a couple times on them and have some big gainers, right?
Yep.
But we just talked about that sectional, how good it is.
Sure.
A lot of good coaches, a lot of good teams in that sectional.
Yep.
You have to have some balance, some passing game. And Henry Jordan's capable. I love the kid.
Mm-hmm.
That kid can sling it. Trust me. I've been out to practice. I've seen what he can do. I've talked to the coaches. That kid can sling it. He's just got to, he's battled injuries this year.
Yeah.
Now he's battling the rain. A new play caller. I mean, he's had a lot of things he's trying to get used to and find that rhythm, but it's not going to be tonight. I'll tell you that because of the weather conditions.
The weather, yeah, you betcha. Yeah, it is absolutely. I'm taking a look at Old Glory over here to our left, and it is still just slapping out there. With all the rain coming down, you'd think it would be soaked. It is, but the rain is still so hard that it's catching that breeze, and it is just almost 90 degrees out there. So that's a lot going on out here in the elements as our camera people go back to their stations and we get ready.
Reluctantly went back to their stations.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you just put your foot in the tuchus. Get out of here. Yeah, so all right. So Northrup is going to be kicking this one away to the Saints. Again, they deferred at the beginning of the contest. They'll be using the left hash mark here as we are getting set and ready to go for the third quarter action. Turning 55, Joe. I'm not
That's
turning
right, 55.
60.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Come
It's
on.
just a slip of the tongue.
Yeah. Anybody that knows my face would be, that's that looks
60
about right.
sounds about
That's about right. All right. Here come the Northrop Bruins on the kickoff. That is Preston Gibson getting ready to launch this one. He is a senior. And
he
try the
popped it up.
pooch. And it does not go 10.
10 yards. I saw him working on that in the pregame.
Is that right?
I did.
Yeah,
and
okay.
so I wasn't surprised when I saw it pop up there.
Yeah. Well, it does not go 10 yards, so the flag comes out. And they will sort this out shortly.
Well, speaking of flags, penalties I had for the Bruins in the first half, 2 for 20 yards, clean game. 1 penalty for 15 yards is what I showed for the Saints. So overall, not a lot of flags.
Not a lot there.
That keeps that clock moving, and we all like that.
So it looks like the Saints on offense will once again start with a short field advantage. He has yet to place the ball. I think they're going to put it at the 43. Yeah, that's exactly where they put it,
Short
at the 43.
field,
yeah.
wind at their back. Okay,
Yeah.
The wind is blowing left to right.
Mm-hmm. He'll have a pro set from the shotgun is Jordan. Here's a snap. Play action. Out to the flats. He's got a man in motion running down the field inside the 20, knocked out of bounds. And another first down for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Nice play there again. Quick throw. Don't hold it long. Get it out. Threw it on time. Threw it perfectly. Nice play there by Henry Jordan.
Receiver that time. Was that Gus Tippmann out of the backfield? Let's take a look at the
Gus
air
Tippmann.
X-ray replay. See if we can get it from the sidelines. Yeah, nice little flare out to the sidelines, and he's off to the races. Gus Tippmann, nice job. Throw was on the money by Jordan. Inside the red zone on first down. Here's the Saints. Tailback trying to find the edge, nothing there. Great pursuit and great flow by that defensive line by Northrop.
Boy, it looked like the defensive line got the push that time on the Saints, and just there was 2 or 3 white jerseys in the backfield.
Here comes the replay, brought to you by Air X-Ray. Yeah, there's no seam there.
No.
Yeah, no alley, nothing. Good pursuit by the defense. It's actually going to be a tackle for loss. Officially, they call it 2nd and 11. Single setback, quick throw. Screen is no good and off the mark. Incomplete pass there.
Okay, third down. 3rd and 11, Sean?
Yeah. Inside the red zone.
I had the Saints converting 3 out of 7 third down tries in the first half.
It's a big one here. They need to get down to the 5 in order to get a first down. From the shotgun. Jordan calls for motion. Again, give to the tailback, looking for that right side. Nothing there.
They sniffed that out.
Yeah.
We'll look at that on the replay. But Bruins adjusted when they saw that motion, A.J. Shefferly coming over in motion.
Yeah.
They brought 2 guys over and came immediately in and stuffed that play. They've seen that before. They were ready for it. Again, a lot of the Saints' yardage came on that edge, right, in the first half. Yeah. It looks like the Bruins have made some adjustments. They're not going to give up that edge.
Here come the Saints on 4th and 11. And it looks like a field goal attempt now by the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
34-yarder for
Is that
Lucas
Mac?
Wynn.
Oh, Wynn. Okay.
He's 3 out of 4 on field goals this year.
Hold, snap, kick. It is good. A 34-yarder by Lucas Wynn puts 3 more points on the board for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So the opening drive in the second half, Joe, we talk about the critical nature of it, the Saints are able to convert.
Absolutely. Great field position helped.
Yep.
The muffed onside kick by the Bruins didn't hurt any, but you have to come out and get points. We stress that as coaches. So important, come out after halftime and get some points.
We've got 10:18 to go.
Happy birthday, Sean McBride on the Jumbotron here. 60 years young.
60 years young. I'm on the Jumbotron. You know, it's actually 55, but I'll take it. That's all right. Jacob, thank you so much. Oh, what a wonderful thing. That's great.
60
years. Wharton, I'm going to slash your tires, brother. Yeah, all right? Yeah. Call me 60, you're going to be walking home. All right.
I'm glad my birthday's not in football season. I'll tell you that.
Oh, good stuff. Oh, just a treat. That's great. Oh, boy. All right. Okay. Well, the PAT puts the score up to 30-6 now with 10:18 to go here in the third quarter. Lucas Wynn and company getting ready to kick this one away, left to right on your radio dial.
Puma's telling me in the pregame, with the wind, Lucas Wynn hit a 58-yarder in pregame.
Is that right?
With the wind at his back.
Wow.
He's got a huge leg, guys. That's only information Puma could give.
That's it. He's an asset. Here's Wynn. Probably launched this one out to Clinton Street. Now, in the middle of the end zone and well outside, so a touchback coming up. All right, folks, OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery are the local authority from wisdom teeth to Botox. When it comes to advanced specialty care, the surgeons at OMSA will give you the results you are looking for. That's OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery. Third quarter action, 30-6 is your score, with Northrop coming out on offense. They're led by the junior quarterback, David Callison, checking in at 6'1", 170 pounds. Behind him, he's got legend Relu, running back. Here's a snap. He looks to throw on first down over the middle and incomplete. Little low delivery that time.
Houston Ellinger in coverage, dove for the ball. May have gotten a hand on it.
Yeah.
Great effort there by the Saints defense.
Trying to get a hold of Maddox Wheel that time. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
They're in a tough spot, the Bruins are, right? They're down 24 points. They feel like they need to pass, but they have the strong wind and blowing rain right in their face.
Yep.
Tough position.
It is. Single setback in the backfield. Play action. Looks to run through the middle. He gets swallowed up and hammered. Another tackle for loss by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Looks like number 4 got in there.
Dylan Tittman again. That's his 3rd sack of the night.
Wow.
Incredible.
Teeing off.
You guys, listeners might remember T.J. Tittman from the 2018 team that scored that winning touchdown for the state championship.
Yeah.
Dylan is his younger brother.
Yeah.
Devin, of course, was part of that team as a sophomore. Good lineage there. Of course, Wyatt played offensive line for the Saints the last few years.
On 3rd and 12, here's the throw. Out to the flats, over his head, and incomplete. So a 3 and out here by Northrop. Look at that. Rick Sos and I were up in our press box, got a camera shot of the Jumbotron, and my brother-in-law sitting at my house in town for the weekend was able to capture that on TV. So look at that. Great
it's
stuff.
It's official, you're 60.
Yeah, apparently. What a deal. Friends like you. Oh, my goodness. All right, 4th and long here for the Bruins. The punt is away. High end-over-end kick. Looks a little shallow. Takes a Northrop bounce. Still going to bounce out of bounds in Northrop territory. near the 36-yard line maybe.
Another short field. This is deja vu. It's like Groundhog's Day of the second half to the first half. 3 and out, short punt, great field position for the Saints. It's just it's been a tough night for the Bruins.
It's got another text from another son of mine. Turns out you had a hot mic there, so Charlie is down in the West Indies studying for his doctorate degree, and he's watching. So
he heard me getting on Terry.
Yeah, a little bit. So good stuff there. Yeah. Here comes the Bishop Dwenger Saints on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Little outlet pass. Oh! Was trying to get Gus on the little wheel route. Let's take a look at that again because it was set up well, Joe.
It was set up well. Looked like Henry maybe threw that off his back foot a little bit.
Yeah.
Put a little air on it, let Gus run and get it because it was green pastures in front of him.
Here comes your air x-ray replay right now. Might have to cut this one short. Maybe not. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Just not there. Yeah. Here's a snap following his blocker on the right side. That's Tippmann again on the carry. Gets it close to the 30. 6, maybe 7-yard gain that time for Gus Tippmann.
29 on the stop for the Bruins. I don't have a 29 on the
He's
roster.
not on the roster. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I tried.
That's all right. Going to bring up about 3rd and 4 now for the Saints as we roll through the third quarter. 8:50 to go here in the third. So they spread things out, trying to get around A.J. Schefferle. Good defense that time. Oh, they don't bring him down yet. Finally they do. He tried his darndest to spin out of it. It's going to be a huge tackle for loss. Nice job by the Bruins defense.
I'll tell you what I like about the Bruins defense right there was 10 white jerseys around that ball carrier.
Yeah.
They're not giving up. They're still flying to the ball, trying to make a play.
4th and 9 now for the Saints. Ball resting at the Northrop 35. Offense remains on the field. Here's a snap. Looks to throw. Quick screen, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete.
Turnover on downs for the Saints.
Was trying to get hold of Beckham Russell that time. A lot of traffic there, and he just couldn't come up with it. So they turn it over on downs, and the Northrop Bruins defense holds. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Folks, since 1968, Tippmann Group has been a family-owned business, providing that personal touch with all customers. The Saints would like to thank the Tippmann Group for supporting them. On 1st and 10, he looks to throw, has a man in the seam. He's caught, breaks one tackle, chase down,
Fumbled.
Loses the ball. Saints pick it up. It's coming back the other way at the 30, the 35, the 40. Has some blockers near midfield. 83 that time, down to the 45, and it's going to be stopped. They try and strip the ball again. No good. That is going to be the Saints with the recovery and nice run back.
Jamari Brown got stripped, picked up by Houston Ellinger, and turned it into a great gain for the Saints.
I'm going to check this out on the Air X-ray replay right here at the point of stripping the ball, I believe. This is already downfield. The big hack comes in. He loses it, picked up right away, and a nice run back.
Caravan in front of him.
That's
there.
right. Fantastic job. All right, so the Saints back with the ball in Northrop territory after just one play. Man in motion to the left. They go left. Gus Tippmann puts his shoulder into it. He'll get one, maybe two. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. Saints on top and in charge. Joe with another score. Are we into a running clock situation?
35.
35?
No, it'll take more than one.
Take more than one. 2nd and 8 coming up now. Schefferle shifting to the left. Give to Schefferle. Bouncing it outside to the right. Trying to get to the edge, gets to the edge, inside the 40, going to get knocked out of bounds near the 36.
Like Lenny Underwood on the stop there for the Bruins. Sheffley, when he bounces one, it makes me a little nervous. He's not necessarily – he's more of that bruiser.
He's a north to south guy.
He's a north to south guy, and then he bounced, and I thought, oh, this may not be good, but he picked up a nice gain there for the Saints.
He ran 30 yards to gain
he
about
showed all
6.
All that speed I didn't think he had.
All right, 3rd and 2 coming up for the Saints as the ball is resting at the 36-yard line of Northrup. Single setback with Jordan. Man in motion from the slot. Looking to throw.
Oh, there he is.
Wide open on the right side. He's got a man in stride. 5. Touchdown, Saints.
What a great play. Power play possibly there. Jace Kuntz makes the catch, number 86.
Yeah.
And that's his first touchdown reception as a Saint. Great job. Great setup. They thought it was going to be the quick screen. Let's take a look at it.
Here comes your Air X-ray replay right here from the design.
Thought it was going to be a screen there, and he just faked the block and ran right past him. Well-designed play. Touchdown, Saints.
Beautiful execution that time. Great play call.
2-point play coming up.
36-6 is your score. We'll see if the Saints can add 2. Power eye left. Going to the right side. Dragging tacklers? No, he will not get it. Will not get it that time. And it looks like we might have an injured Bruin down on the carpet. So we'll go ahead and step out as they clear the play. And we'll be back in 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
$35.
What if we told you there was a restaurant that combined live music and a casual patio experience with an unmatched dining experience? And what if we told you about the open kitchen, letting customers see the process, including the wood fire grill, which makes for the best steaks, seafood, ribs, and more, that goes so well with craft cocktails and perfect wine pairings? And what if I told you this restaurant was on DuPont Road in Fort Wayne? Black Canyon Restaurant. Let the experience begin.
OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is the premier oral and facial surgery team in the tri-state region. As a full-scope practice with a proven track record, they offer outstanding care and exceptional results. With over a century of combined experience, they specialize in restoring natural beauty and self-confidence through surgical and non-surgical methods. By understanding just what patients need and want, OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is dedicated to helping you live your best life.
Welcome back to Live Action, ladies and gentlemen. Broadcasting high atop Shields Field. Along with Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride. Bishop Dwenger Saints sitting at 36-6 over the Northrop Bruins. And the injury timeout was over. I believe that was Myshawn Cole, number 1 for the Northrop Bruins. Made his way off the field under his own power. So we are getting ready to kick this one away. Kick is high in the air, end over end, and sails into the end zone. So that'll be another touchback for the Northrop Bruins coming out at their own 20-yard line. Folks, since the 1970s, Glenbrook Automotive's commitment to customer service and community support has kept Fort Wayne running. You can visit them under the giant American flag on Coliseum. That's Glenbrook Automotive. So the Northrop Bruins come out on offense, again led by their quarterback number 13, David Callison. Single setback is number 6, Legend Relu. Here is the snap. He looks to his right, quick screen, looking for a block downfield. Defense swarms after a gain of 3.
Good play there. Get it in the hand of your playmaker. Quick throw, high percentage throw.
Percentage.
And See if he can break a tackle or two and go to the house.
Yeah, I don't really anticipate, again, in this quarter, they're moving right to left on your radio dial, straight into the wind. We really don't see them airing things out deeply, so if they do go to the air, it's going to be those high percentage shots. After that gain of 3, it brings up 2nd and 7. Twins right and left. From the shotgun. Checks off. Steps up, runs with it. He's got the first down and a few more out past the 30.
Nice run there. Nice decision by David Callison to get the first down, move the sticks for the Bruins. What you didn't want here, if you're a Bruin fan, is another 3 and out.
Yeah.
Force a punt into that wind. It's just bad. It's a bad deal.
That's right.
Another hurt player looks like on the far side of the field, Sean.
Yeah, way back there near the 15-yard line. Trainers are out there attending to the Bruin. And they're calling the teams off to the sidelines, so this one might take a minute, so we'll go ahead and step out for a little break ourselves. When we come back, more third quarter action, 6:33 remaining here in the third. Saints up 36-6. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is the premier oral and facial surgery team in the tri-state region. As a full-scope practice with a proven track record, they offer outstanding care and exceptional results. With over a century of combined experience, they specialize in restoring natural beauty and self-confidence through surgical and non-surgical methods. By understanding just what patients need and want, OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is dedicated to helping you live your best life. Salvatore's Authentic Italian Eatery was voted Reader's Choice for Best Italian Restaurant and Best Overall Restaurant. Family owned and operated with 6 locations across northern Indiana, Salvatore's features quality food and remarkable service in a family-friendly atmosphere. Salvatore's, our family serving yours.
Okay, Salvatore's. Yeah, Matt, I'm sure I'm not 60, okay? I know, we're live. Yeah, sorry, I just want to get that clarified. 1st and 10 now after the timeout, the injury timeout. Players up and good. Northrup with the ball, fresh set of downs. Looks to throw, looking right, firing right. He's got him, in and out of the hands of the receiver, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, Callison took a shot there too. Again, the Saints are still bringing pressure and still getting to Callison. He had to get rid of it quickly, and the receiver just took his eyes off it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Maybe he was anticipating a hit, but anyway. Guilford dropped that one, so that's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 2nd and 10. Again, going to the air. Pressure comes. He gets out of it, rolls to his left, slides down. Oh, that's going to be a flag. Yeah, should have just let him go. That's probably going to be a unnecessary roughness against the Saints.
That's right. That quarterback goes down. His hand's off for sure.
Yeah. No
Easy
question.
call for the official.
Yeah.
First penalty of the second half for the Saints. They only had one in the first half, Sean.
Okay. Well, while they mark that one off, let's talk about one of our sponsors. We talk about them a lot, and that, of course, is Air X-Ray. As we watch the replay right here, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that the quarterback gets out of danger, is rolling forward, and the Saint put his helmet and shoulder pads into him as he was sliding, and that's going to draw a flag each and every time. But Air X-Ray specializes in providing safe and healthy air quality. Call their experts to improve the health of your home. That is Air X-Ray. A couple good guys over there at Air X-Ray doing their work.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Okay, so they put the ball at the 48-yard line on a 1st and 10, firing over the middle, tipped and picked. It is a pick. They're running it back. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. Baumgartner takes it inside the 40, dragged out of bounds at the 36-yard line of Northrop. So the pass on that time was a little off-center, off the hands of the receiver. Tip drill, and the Baumgartner with a heads-up play on defense. See if we can see what's going on here with that replay. Again, he steps into it, had good form, but it was over his head. He was able to get his fingertips on it, and that's what allowed Baumgartner to grab it and run it back. Nice run back, too.
Sean, that's only the 3rd interception for the Saints all season.
Wow.
Yeah, they have not. They've done great on the fumble recoveries. Haven't been real good at catching the ball, the interceptions. He did a great job there, Baumgartner.
From the I formation, looks like Shefferly, I believe, with a nice run north to south off tackle left.
Caden O'Boyle, there's a name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The buzzard, number 70, playing some offensive line on the left side there. That's the son of the sideline Swami.
Big Tuna, I like to call him. Yeah, Casey.
Caden works hard. I'll tell you what, he's a big body. He works hard. He's had some injuries over his career at BD, but he's in there now, and I guarantee you one thing, he's going to get after it.
Good thing he looks like his mom.
Oh, for sure.
All right, on 2nd and 5. Here come the Saints. Oh, ball is dropped from the snap and covered. So a bad transaction that time.
Who's got it?
They're marking it.
They're saying the Saints. Yep. You bet.
So that'll push him back to the 31-yard line. Loss of maybe 1 on that play on the bad exchange. Rain continuing to come down. No let up so far out there. You think after a while, let's see if we've got some detail on that replay. Yeah, that was just a bad exchange, just a bad snap, and luckily the Saints were able to cover.
As a former offensive line coach, I'd like to say those are usually the quarterback's fault.
Oh, okay. We're making friends all night long up here, aren't we? On 3rd and a long 5, here's a quick give, going nowhere. Again, Northrop stacks the box, blows up the O-line, and gets a nice tackle there.
Saints have struggled in the second half on third down conversions. They are 0 for 4 on third down tries here in the second half.
Well, and of course, you have to think this is 4-down territory for the Saints. Coach Garrett likes to go for it on 4th down.
He's never seen a 4th down he didn't like. I can guarantee you that.
Well, and you look at your defensive play.
Right.
I mean, you've got all the confidence in the world to go for it here. So a long 4th and 5 coming up here for the Saints. They are going to go for it with 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. From the I formation, give to the tailback, right side. Gets hit, he won't have it. He'll get to the 30 and not much more. So a gain of 2 that time for the Saints, and that's going to call it. Knipscher was the running back that time, and that's going to result in a turnover on downs.
Sean, worth mentioning on that drive, Tommy Kaufman, number 19, was in the game at quarterback, getting some Friday night snaps, which I love to see these young guys. Tommy Kaufman is only a sophomore. He's 5'10", 140 pounds, but Friday night reps are so valuable, especially for a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's good to see Tommy in there getting it done.
And so much different than Saturdays
it is.
Or any other time. You bet. All right, here's a quick screen out to the flats on the right side. Good pursuit by the Saints, but good yardage that time. It's going to be a gain nearly 4, almost 5, close to the 35-yard line.
I see Jordan Fabini is now in the game, number 36. That's Jason Fabini's youngest son, sophomore, heck of a ball player, playing some linebacker in there. He, again, had some injuries early in the year, but they expect big things out of Jordan as his career advances.
Got the pedigree.
Well,
and he's
on the Henry side.
Well, Jason getting inducted into the Hall of Fame tomorrow as well.
Part of the 2024 class. Yeah. Shirley Woods, mom of Ewell Wilson also, so some good football ties there.
It's a pass out to the flats on the right side. Flag coming in from the back judge. So this will be interesting. See what
That's a
happens with the flag.
Great flag throw there by the back judge. I bet he threw that 25 yards.
Exactly. Caught the wind, win another 5.
He did.
Yeah. Here comes the call from the White Hat. And this is going to be against Bishop Dwenger, it looks like.
Holding.
Yeah, defensive holding that time. And he is straddling the 44-yard line, and I think that's where they're going to mark it with a fresh first down.
3:45 to go in the third quarter here.
On 1st and 10. Looks like Northrop might go to the air again. And they do. Oh, pressure comes through the middle. He's sacked big time that time. Got to get a hat on that guy. Wow. Trying to get a number there. Number 89 on the sack.
Joe Tittman Jr., defensive end. He's in the rotation. They bring him in a lot on pass rush opportunities.
Okay. Let's take a look at that on the Air X-ray replay right here. Again, almost unabated to the quarterback. It is 89, and just a nice sack that time. Loss of, 7, I think, on that.
7 sacks for the Saints tonight. That ties their total for the season. They had 7 coming into this game.
There's a quick throw out to the flats on the right side. Get some of that sack back, and that's going to bring up about 3rd and 10 now for the Bruins, with 2:50 remaining here in the third quarter.
Bruins have yet to convert a 3rd down in this ballgame. Great job by the Saints defense on 3rd down. It was one of the keys of the game, right, Sean?
That's it.
Get off the field.
Yeah.
And they're getting off the field tonight.
They are. So we'll call that a gain of 6, brings up 3rd and 11 now. Talk about conversions. This is going to be a tough one for the Bruins. And they reset the play clock, giving them all kinds of time here now. On 3rd and 11, Saints show blitz. They back out. Pressure still comes. He gets out of 1, fires, and incomplete that time. That play was really going nowhere as the quarterback started to step up into the pocket, was then flushed, and then threw desperately out to the right side.
Luke Harbor bringing the pressure. Luke Harbor's a senior, and that kid, all he does is work his tail off every single day. And when you talk about a scout team kid that brings it,
yeah,
every single day it's Luke Harbor.
Love it.
And he gets in the rotation here tonight, and I'm glad to see him out there. And when you put him in, and what happens? He pressures the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Great job there. He also wrestles, runs track. He's part of FBLA at Bishop Dwenger, and his goal for the season was to get a blue ring.
All right. On 4th and 11, Northrop goes for it. Pressure comes from the opposite side. He's running. He's in trouble. He's going to go out of bounds near the 48-yard line. No flag on the play. Kind of a late tackle as he was going out of bounds.
Turnover on downs.
That's it. So the Saints offense will take over. 1st and 10 at the Northrop 48-yard line with 1:56 remaining here in the third quarter. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's look at that air X-ray replay here. Good pressure from the backside. Immediately flushes the quarterback. And at this point in time, he's just trying to get some yards. Yeah, it looks like that contact was good. He was being taken down before he got to that white part of the field. So all good there.
New Jersey's coming in, Sean. You better get that roster out.
Darn right. Yeah, let's take a look. All kinds of clean jerseys coming in right now.
Tommy Kaufman's still in at quarterback.
Has a single setback, man in motion, gives to the tailback. Stiff arm trying to find that edge around the left side. Not much there for Russell Knipscher as he falls forward for a gain of 2.
Fullback that time was 36, Jordan Fabini. We just talked about him playing a little defense. He's getting a shot now on the offensive side. Russell Knipscher, he's a senior. He's out of St. Charles, 5'10", 180. Squats 405 pounds. Strong kid, that Knipscher.
Wow. On 2nd and 8 now. Kaufman under center, I formation. Gives to the fullback. Right up the gut.
Fabini.
Yeah, big push.
Old lead bottom. He did a great job. Both hands on the ball. Last thing you want to do as a sophomore running back getting a carry is a fumble.
Yeah.
Both hands on the ball. Great job.
Yeah, if you do that, your chances of getting another are
exactly.
You've got 2, and it's slim or none.
Yeah. You're all of a sudden a defensive specialist.
That's right. On 3rd and 3 for the Saints. Same formation.
Give it to him again.
Big push. I don't think he's going to get this one. Tries to grind it out.
Come on, Fabini.
Gain of 1, maybe 2 there. They're going to mark it officially at the 41-yard line. He needs to get to the 39 for a first down.
I'd like to see him give him to him again.
Yeah, why not?
Sean?
Let's see. Let's see what happens here. And before we get an opportunity, the clock is going to wind down on the third quarter. So when we come back after this 1-minute break, we will have fourth quarter action coming up here, folks. All right, it is the Saints 36, Northrup 6, and we are back in 1 minute You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 260-407-1022 for a healthier home today.
1 in 5 teens and 1 in 10 adults have seriously considered suicide in the past year. You don't have to be one of them. At Bay Mental Health, we believe in deep-rooted support while helping you branch out and grow. Our therapists are here to guide you through life's storms with personalized, ethical, client-centered care. Let us help you find your path to wellness because you matter.
And we are back to live action, folks. To start the fourth quarter, we've got a penalty against the Saints. That's going to be a motion penalty, moving back 5. 2s and 3s are in now, Joe, so, you know, some of that's going to happen.
We're going to have to get Rick to zoom in tight there so Mom and Dad can see those jerseys.
That's right.
Because it's hard to see up here.
Well, at your age, yeah.
I deserve that.
All right. On 4th and long now for the Saints. Here's a snap. Again, give to the fullback through the middle. Fabini trying to churn it out. 36 on the carry, excuse me.
Yeah, Fabini.
Yeah, it's Fabini. And he'll get it to the 35, and that's going to be a turnover on down, giving the ball back to the Northrop Bruins.
Looked like we had 69 in there, too. Landon Sorg, a junior, 6'3", 260, was seeing some time there on the offensive line.
Okay. Well, business owners and managers, just a reminder that you can advertise on the Saints Sports Network or on the Shields Field Jumbotron. You can call or email Katie Slee in the advancement office at 260-496-4706 or kslee@bishopdwenger.com. Here's a snap. He's looking to throw. Has time, fires. Long ways down the field, getting tracked and nearly picked by the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Boy, was that Houston Ellinger again?
It might be.
23, yeah. Houston Ellinger diving for the ball, Superman.
Yeah.
Unable to bring it in, but what a great effort by Houston Ellinger.
Good coverage that time by the Saints secondary. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Sean, you know, you talked about how good the offense has looked tonight against Northrop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week, conversely, 102 yards of offense last week total.
Yeah.
So this is good. This is a shot in the arm the Saints needed before next week against Battle of the Bishops right here at Shields Field. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
Great game. You bet. On 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Again, going to the air. Here's a quick throw. Hitch out there and dropped. No good that time, as Gabriel Lewis was the intended receiver for Northrop.
Gabriel Lewis came into the game with 9 receptions, over 200 yards receiving on the season for Gabriel Lewis. Usually pretty sure-handed receiver for the Bruins.
Well, and it wasn't off target either. It was right there. So catchable ball delivered by the quarterback that time. So brings up 3rd and 10 now from their own 44. Looking to throw, wheel route. Oh, it's tipped. Tipped by the defender that time. I believe that was 34 by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Got a paw in there, Cooper Campbell.
Cooper Campbell. He had a scoop and score last week, Sean. Cooper Campbell.
Okay. So 3 quick pass plays. Really don't do anything for the Bruins at this point, but the offense is going to remain on the field. Down by 30. Here's a snap. Pressure comes through the middle. It's fired. It might have it. I think he's got it for the first down. That is Quay Guilford on the catch that time, over the middle. Nice crossing route.
Great job by Callison, standing in there with pressure coming, stepped into the throw, made the throw, and got hit as he threw to make the completion, move the chains on 4th down.
Take a look at it. Good composure back here.
Watch this.
Yeah, he's got pressure.
Boom.
Yep, right there. Good play. Good play. 1st and 10 for the Bruins. Again, going back to the air, has pressure, fires to the sidelines. And that is going to be an incomplete pass, as it looks like. Yeah, they're not going to mark it. So
Alex McCarthy in there on the coverage, number 8. Cooper Campbell again was applying pressure to Callison.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Northrop. From the shotgun, he looks left, fires left, and it is off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. Again, that one looked to be on target, and they just couldn't pull it in. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Northrop Bruins. Well, folks, again, because of the weather tonight, the homecoming celebration has been postponed to next Friday. We'll give you some details after this play. 3rd and 10 for the Bruins with trips to the left side. Give to the running back this time. He's swallowed up with a tackle for loss. 2 Saints in there early to blow that play up.
Looked like, Joey Seckel in there. He's a kid, senior, works his tail off, one of those program kids. Comes in a senior year, get an opportunity to get in the rotation on D-line, making the most of that opportunity.
Tackle for loss of 1 brings up 4th and 11 for the Bruins. Looking downfield, he's got a protector back there. He's flushed from the pocket, dumps it off. It is caught on a crossing route, and it's at the 35-yard line.
He's got it.
It should be enough for a Northrop 1st down. And it is. They move the chains.
Northrop
Here they come.
has converted 2 straight 4th downs, 4th and 10 and 4th and 11.
Crazy.
It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Crazy, one might say.
That's right. On 1st down, quick give to the tailback, going around the right side, gets north and south, finally upended near the 31-yard line. Well, folks, again, regarding homecoming, you can come to Shields Field to see the Saints take on the Knights in the classic Battle of the Bishops, and it's also Future Saints Night, so dress the kids up. Any future Saint is admitted to the game if they're wearing a jersey, uniform, or spirit wear. There's going to be games, music, and food trucks are going to be on site. So please join the Dwenger family for a great night out. That's next Friday, the Battle of the Bishops and the homecoming celebration right here at Shields Field. Here's a quick pass out to the flats. Spins out of 1 tackle, gets north and south, and finally brought down into the linebacker core.
Noah Hughes had the tackle on the last play. I haven't been able to pick out a number. Looks like might have been Fabini over there on that stop.
It's tough. We got the glare with the lights and the rain and the it's not easy.
Old eyes.
Old eyes. Yeah, it's tired. It's getting late. Brings up 3rd and 2 for Northrop here. Ball at the 27-yard line of the Saints. Running to the right, quarterback keeper this time. Looks for the 1st down. He's got it, and a little bit more. Oh, flag comes out now from the side judge. Might be holding by a receiver out here trying to hold the block.
Houston Ellinger on the stop.
Let's see what the call is here. It will be against Northrop. Oh. And it is holding against the Bruins. Let's take a look at the Air X-ray replay. See if we can get a look out here. Again, designed run by the quarterback end around. Was able to get north and south, but I believe it was a receiver out here that was trying to hold that block to give him some room. Got called for the holding penalty.
Only the first penalty for the Bruins in the second half.
Wow. Brings up 3rd and 9. Ball's at the Saints' 34-yard line.
8 minutes to go in the game.
Trips package left. Pressure comes. Rolls out of it. Still looking. Firing to the sidelines. Incomplete. And no good. So the Saints will have a looking at a 4th and 9 for the Bruins coming up here. Again, even the 2s and 3s that are in there, the pressure is coming. The Saints are doing a good job finding seams and holes in the offensive line of Northrop and really forcing that quarterback out of the pocket and making him make some errant throws. On 4th and 9, Saints show pressure on the outside. They back out. He rolls to the left. He's got vision. He throws downfield. He's got a man open at the 10, and it is good. That's Quay Guilford on the reception for the Northrop Bruins, and they take it inside the red zone, and it might be 1st and goal coming up, dependent upon the spot.
They should just forego the first 3 downs.
That's right.
They have got nothing on the first 3 downs, and then they've converted the last 3 4th downs, 4th and 10, 4th and 11, 4th and 9.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just put a 4 on the down marker and see what happens here. It is a 1st and goal for the Bruins from the 10-yard line. Here's a quick screen, and he's hitting the backfield, gets out of one tackle, spins, gets out of another tackle, and gets into the end zone for a Northrop touchdown.
That's Jamari Brown, the sophomore. That's his 5th touchdown. 5th touchdown of the season, Jamari Brown.
Jamari Brown, number 3 there, and I think we've got it on the Air X-Ray replay coming up. Well-designed play. Just a quick little screen.
Yeah, Saints had an opportunity right at the line of scrimmage, and just wasn't able to. The player just wasn't able to make the tackle.
No, and Brown's a playmaker.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, he's getting high-level looks.
Yeah.
FBS Division I looks. He's a ball player.
Yeah. For the PAT, snaps a little high, but the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 7 more points for the Northrop Bruins. Take your score 36-13. We'll step out for a little 30-second break here shortly and get ready for 7 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in the contest. So stick around, folks. We're back in 30. This is Saints football on the Saints Sports Network. We are back to live action here at Shields Field. Brian Gillett, our director, Joe, just notified us there's an official Ohio State vehicle in the parking lot here tonight.
Yeah, Guilford's been offered by Ohio State.
Yeah. There's that. You got some updates from around the area?
I do. Let me go through these. Carroll, this is interesting. Carroll up 17-16 over Wayne.
Wow.
Snyder putting it on Homestead, 35-0, getting things back on track after last week. Southside looking for the first win of the season, 9-0 over Concordia. And Bishop Luers Northside. Bishop Luers leads North 10-6.
Oh.
Columbia City put it on New Haven, 56-0. East Noble thumping Norwell, 42-0. Leo thumping Belmont, 32-0. Huntington North, 21-0 over DeKalb. A lot of zeros in the Northeast 8 tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of shutouts.
Well, you know, I've been tracking Huntington North for some reason, only because their scores this season, they're doing well for Huntington North.
For Huntington
really
North,
are.
right. Yeah, you bet.
All right, we're going to keep an eye to see if, in fact, we see another onside kick here, possibly, by the Northrop Bruins.
Looks like the hands team is in for the Saints.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what they do. And it squibs through, and it is covered by Bishop Dwenger. So onside kick is not successful, and Dwenger will have it in good shape at about the 42-yard line. And I'm sure everyone on the sidelines is hankering. Put me in, Coach. Put me in. Got some fresh jerseys coming out here
Looks
for
like
the
Jace
Saints.
Kuntz, maybe.
Is that
Jace
right?
Kuntz on that hands team over there, 86.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so here comes the Bishop Dwenger Saints on offense. See McCarthy out there wearing number 8. And it looks like Tommy Kaufman will remain the quarterback. Kaufman wearing number 19. He is a sophomore, checking in at 5'10", 140. On 1st and 10, get to the tailback, end around left side. Oh, he's looking for some room. Thought about bouncing it outside. Thought about cutting it up, and went down.
Russell Knipster giving the old inside out head fake.
Yeah. And then whoops.
And then he got sniped. We used to call it getting sniped.
Right, yeah.
The turf monster got
Turf monster. There it is. Well, he gained 2, brings up a 2nd and 8 with 7:15 to go here in the contest. Twins right, twins left, and a single setback from the shotgun. Gives the tailback, finds the seam, gets a little north and south, gain of 2 or 3 past the 45.
88's in the game, too. Nicholas Bunt, sophomore, 6'3", 185, tight end. I know they're really high on this young man as a tight end. Nicholas Bunt. Remember that name, number 88.
Gotcha. All right. After this, it looks like Saints facing a 3rd and 5 from their own 47-yard line. Quarterback will be under center with an I formation. Kaufman looks to throw, fires to the right side, well overthrown and incomplete.
Looking for Bunt. Let's see that on the replay.
Exactly.
Bunt got what was wide open.
Yeah, just released and went to the out route and was open, but they just couldn't make the connection. So if you look at that from the overhead view, should be a good look. And it didn't take for
Brian's
some reason.
wearing down on us. So get him some coffee or something.
It's been a long night. Getting late early on 4th and 5. Here's the Saints. Pressure comes. He's rolling right. Fires right. Blocked and incomplete. So that play kind of blew up on the Saints, and the Northrop defense holds. They will come out again with a good field position at their own 47-yard line. Or excuse me, the Saints' 47-yard line. See if they can put another score on the board. Last drive was caught by Jamari Brown, 10-yard catch and score. So this will be a nice test for the 2s and 3s that are in there for the Saints defense.
$6:14 to go, Sean.
Yep. Throwing again on 1st down. Incomplete pass. Again, Gabriel Lewis, the intended receiver for Northrop. It's a little off center and incomplete. So that'll stop the clock with 6:10. And bring up a 2nd and 10. Again, for Northrop, it doesn't get much easier after this. They'll take on Snyder. Then they will be at Carroll. And then they will finish with South. And again, for the Saints next week is the Battle of the Bishops. Then they go to Snyder, and they will finish up with Concordia. On 2nd and 10, he looks at the sidelines, and it's going to be another incomplete pass.
Terry, you have an update for us
Terry,
on Callison passing stats?
Yeah, you were asking a minute ago. He has 31 attempts, 14 completions for 115 yards.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
You bet.
All right, so 3rd and 10 coming up for Northrop here. Again, as Joe's pointed out, just put a 4 on the down marker so that they can get a 1st down. Yeah. That is some wacky stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah. From the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Looks to throw. Out to the flats. He gets out of it one, and he does get enough for the first down. That's Maddox Wheel, number 19, on the reception. And it is good enough for a first down. And down to the Dwenger 32-yard line.
Noah Hughes on the stop for the Saints.
Okay.
That is the first third down conversion for the Northrop all night.
Wow. And it comes with 5:45 remaining here in the game. But they are officially driving now with another first down under their belts. Looks to throw. He's got pressure. He swallowed up and sunk right there. Pressure from both sides and the middle. Drops in number 52. Who's that big ox?
48 and 49. Jeremy Haynes, and Mitchell Baker. And 24 in there. That's my man right there, Luke Harbor.
Jackson Bogenschutz was there as well. Let's take a look at that replay as they lined up. Pressure was just coming from all sides. Didn't have much of a chance at this one. You see the outside there, he checks off, and right there, just, completely blown up. Look like 4 gold helmets in there.
Under 5 minutes to go in this one.
Northrop facing a 2nd and forever now. Ball on the Saints' 39-yard line. Throws over the middle. Tip.
Oh,
he got it. After the tip, runs and gets down to about the 10-yard line. Tremendously athletic. 14? Okay.
Oh, new quarterback in the game for the Bruins.
Number 14 that time.
Colton Downs. Let's talk about Colton Downs. I got some stuff on Colton Downs.
Incredible catch that time by the Northrop receiver. We'll take a look at it here on the Air X-ray replay as it is tipped, but he was able to keep his eyes on it and his hands on that wet ball. Tremendous job on the reception. 1st and goal now for Northrop. Firing out to the swings it out there. Too high and off target. Incomplete pass.
Colton Downs, a backup quarterback. He's a sophomore for Northrop. Coming into the game, he was 8 out of 20, only completing 40% of his passes. He has 1 touchdown and 2 picks on this season.
Okay. Well, that one was just incomplete. And they'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 10 for the Bruins with 4:14 remaining. Single setback. Man in motion out of the right. Jet sweep is on. He's got a blocker. Turns it up. Gets to the 5. Dances into the end zone. Touchdown. Great individual effort after the line of scrimmage that time for the Northrop receiver.
That's Brown again.
Was that Brown?
You bet it was.
Okay. Number 3, Jamari Brown with another touchdown for the Northrop Bruins.
Jamari Brown. 6th touchdown on the season. 2 here tonight.
Here's your replay right here on coming up from Brown. Just a nice jet sweep. Makes a great decision to follow that block, turn it back inside twice, and then gets into the end zone.
Now you know why he's getting big-time looks.
Yeah, that's right. Brown, only a junior, checking in at 5'11", 175, so he's going to be a threat again next year for Northrop with a lot more experience under his belt. They go for 2.
Oh,
give it
fella.
to the big fella.
Give it to him.
Look at that. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, but he was not able to get in. Let's take a look at that. Love to get a number in the stats on that player.
I love it when they give it to the big fellas.
Absolutely right. That was, I believe, number 26 on the carry. That is Marcus Logan Jr. He's a senior, checking in at 5'11", 230 pounds. He's not Refrigerator Perry, but we'll call him a mini fridge. How's that?
Yeah, for sure.
So the PAT is no good. Your score now 36-19. Northrop creeping back into it with 4:07 remaining in the contest. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Romy doing a great job. It has not let up at all tonight. It is just coming down.
Joe Romy might be the player of the game.
He might be.
Him and Rick Sosenheimer, co-players of the game.
I think you need to buy them some Powers hamburgers, Joe.
That's what they need.
In your vehicle. Yeah, that's what I think.
Stop at Coney Island and then hit Powers.
That's right, yeah. Here is the pooch. We've got whistles on the play. I think this one's coming back. Well, Joe, you and I will be back here again next week with our crew.
That's true. Can't wait.
And then October 18th, we will wrap up the regular season. Again, next week is going to be Bishop Lures, and then we'll be back for the Concordia Cadets. And then we get a little time off. Well, depending upon the postseason, let's see what happens there. But then it's time for Purse Bingo, November 2nd.
We'll be there. I bought a new shirt for that.
Did you really?
I did.
Going to decide
I
to
want to
actually,
look good.
You're going to actually going to wear a shirt this year? Okay, all right.
It's best.
Yeah, we agree. All right, so let's see what Northrop can do as they reset it back to the 35. Again, they had a procedure penalty. Goes crossfield, hits at about the 20. Trickles, did that make the end zone or did it go out of bounds? I think it may have gone out of bounds before it went into the end zone.
The referee was nowhere close to
Not
being able to make that call.
He's just looking at it from the 50. So it must have gone into the end zone. I think they're going to put it at the 20. Hearing some...
Well, either went in the end zone or went out of bounds. If it went out of bounds, it was going to be at 35, right?
Yeah. And no, it did go out of bounds. They're moving it up to the 35. So,
well, I don't know. Now, once
PA was mistaken, or maybe he wasn't.
One ref's waving his arm up and down like it's a touchback. Now they're going to the 20.
Oh boy. 4:07 still on the clock as they place the ball at the 20-yard line. And again, the wind has now shifted our glasses. It's tough. I believe that's still Kaufman under center. Get to the tailback, off tackle, left side. And that is Russell Knipscher on the carry.
Running behind Michael Sheehan, number 71, a sophomore offensive lineman, 6'1", 210. He's another one they're really high on, another one of these sophomores they really like. Getting the shot to get some Friday night reps.
Yeah, these juniors and sophomores, they've got a good, talented bunch coming up here. Not taking anything away from the seniors at all, but these young kids, they're showing a lot of promise here for the Saints.
For sure.
Gain of 3 that time by Knipscher. Brings up 2nd and 7. Again, give to the tailback. This time they try the right side. He stood up at the line of scrimmage and dropped. I don't think much of a gain there. Maybe to the 24.
Cornelius
Jackson. Late flag. Late flag. Coming from the scrum. We got a timeout here. And we've got a Northrop coach coming and talking to a player coming off the field for Northrop. Somebody might have been using words instead of their body to play, and that'll always get you in trouble.
Yep, it happens.
I mean, you can even see the zebras. Their uniforms.
Look at their
are
uniforms.
Just rippling. Yeah.
I got to tell you, and the ball's moving. Did you see the ball blown away? I got to tell you, if I was an official, that flag would never come out tonight.
That's right. Personal foul against both teams. Oh, it's going to be offsetting, and they should replay it here. All right, so it remains 2nd and 7 after that play. They wind the clock. Okay, so, yeah, now wait a minute. They say it's third down and the ball is placed at the 24. Or it's actually at the 25, so did they let that play stand then? That's, okay. It
was after the play.
It's just wrong. Big push by the Saints up front. That'll be enough for a first down past the 30 to the 32.
It's the Saints' first third down conversion in the second half.
Wow.
They've had 7 tries. That's their first one.
Clock continues to grind down now. Just 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this contest. I have to assume the Saints are probably going to keep it on the ground here, call it good, but maybe they want to test the young quarterback's arm. I don't know. He's throwing into the wind. There doesn't seem to be much sense in that, but let's see.
Give it to Fabini again.
Yeah, why not?
There
and
he
they
is.
do.
Yep.
Another big push up front. Fabini pushing that O-line. And another 2 late flags come out now. I think we have some extracurriculars after the play was over.
Looked like 21 for Northrop gave a late push to a Saints player.
Okay.
And now the coaches are calling him off the field.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is getting marched off against the Northrop Bruins. It is unsportsmanlike against the Bruins, so that'll take them past the 50-yard line into Bruin territory to the 49.
Well, a good start with the new uniforms tonight, Sean.
Yeah. I like them. Devin does not.
He's a traditionalist.
That's right. Old school. Old school. Like 2010 was a long time ago or something. Clock continues to grind down. We're down to a minute and a half now, and we won't have much action after this as far as that goes. Another big blast right up the middle, pushing the defense backwards as the O-line with a nice big push. Gain of 4 on that one, brings up 2nd and 6.
A good job by this offensive line, just getting a push, giving Fabini a little room, and then they're just moving, 5 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bruins know what they're going to do, and the Saints are still able to get 5 yards. Great effort by the young players coming in here.
Right. They will have to have one more snap here, and then that should probably do it. And he will take a knee. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score from Shields Field, the Bishop Dwenger Saints 36, the Northrop Bruins 19. On a stormy and blustery night here in Northeast Indiana, the Gold Helmets come out victorious against the Northrop Bruins. And that's going to do it for our game coverage. We're going to step out for a little 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have totals when it comes to the stats. Look forward to next week's contest and send you back home. So stick around, folks. We're back in 30. This is Bishop Dwenger football.
Night for a game, Casey. Who do you think's going to win?
Matt, that's a silly question. With Glimmer Dodge, you're sure to get a victory.
Game day at Bishop Dwenger is unbeatable. The excitement and the adrenaline is pumping.
Just like game day with the Saints, Matt, but having the right team makes all the difference.
Just like Glimmer Dodge is ready for any challenge, the Saints are ready for game day.
That's right, Matt. The Saints are going to make big plays tonight. You can count on Glimmer Dodge to deliver a winning drive.
Come visit Glimmer Dodge
for your next great drive.
Let's go, Glimmer Dodge! Let's go, Saints!
Back to live action, ladies and gentlemen, reporting that the final score here at Bishop Dwenger is 36-19. The Bishop Dwenger Saints over the Northrop Bruins. And it turns out Terry is already with the finals for the stats. Terry, what do you have tonight?
All right, for Bishop Dwenger, rushing, we have Gus Tipman, 18 carries for 71 yards. Knipscher had 12 for 46. A.J. Shefferly had 9 for 57. Nick Belkington, 2 for 54. Those are your top. for a total of 51 carries for 257 yards. Passing, Henry had 10 attempts, 3 completions for 55 yards. So that would do it. And if you want to, I have us for 15 first downs. Give us a total yardage of 313 yards on 63 plays for Bishop Dwenger.
Okay.
For, you want Northrop?
Yeah, let's have it.
That's Northrop rushing. Not a lot on the rushing side. They had a couple guys for, Reese Jr. had 2 yards. Relu had actually 3 for none. Gabe, Levi Proti had 2 for 17. Passing, they had Carlson had 32 attempts, 15 completions for 130 yards. Downs had 3 attempts, 2 completions for 44 yards, which gives them a total of 56 plays for 178 yards. They had 10 first downs. Back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Terry Daisy, on stats tonight. That's going to wrap things up. Joe, any final words from you before we head home?
No, the Saints needed this tonight. They
Yeah.
needed to have some positive things offensively. They needed the defense to get off the field on third down. They checked a lot of boxes. Big game next week. It's back to work.
That's all there is to it. All right, folks. Make sure to tune in next Friday night. We'll go live at 6:45 with our pregame show, and then it is the Battle of the Bishops after that. So, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We certainly appreciate it. And a special thanks to all of our crew. Our executive producer is Katie Slee. Our director is Brian Gillett. On camera tonight, we had Rick Sosenheimer up in the crow's nest. On the floor, we had Joe roaming the sidelines. Our sideline reporter is John Klingenberger. On stats is Terry Daisy with Matt Hatfield and Devin McBride on the assist. For my broadcast partner, Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride, wishing you all a good night. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the sidelines.